Before the Cataclysm, there were no gods on Solasta. No humans either. Then, the rift opened. Some say it was a magical accident, or the work of an evil god. No one knows for sure. The Cataclysm destroyed the old High Elf Empire. Manicalan, they called it, and twisted the land beyond recognition. Now, only the brave and the foolish go there, in search of ancient treasures. But something is happening deep in those Badlands. Whatever it is, it can't be good.
This beer tastes like donkey piss. Not that I'm complaining.
Is this the place for the Legacy Council job? Hope I'm not too late.
Ran into a bit of trouble on the way here.
Take a load off. There's plenty of donkey piss to go around.
If you're here for the council job, get in line. Though if this Lord Carran doesn't show up soon, I may go looking for him.
Another round, barkeeper. 4 of your finest flagons of donkey piss, please.
Looks like you've been waiting here a while.
We do what we have to do. So, what's this trouble you were telling us about?
Well, I was making my way here when 3 bandits leapt from the bushes with crossbows. They dragged me off to some decrepit prison and tossed me in a filthy cell that smelled of rat piss. Don't know what was holding the place up.
Nice move, that trick with the wall. Glad you're no worse for wear.
My flagon is empty of ale and Lord Carran still isn't here.
Have another ale. It's not like you have anywhere better to be.
I have a tale to tell as well. I too was attacked, but I put an end to my enemies with blood and pain.
So, what are you waiting for? Spit it out, why don't you?
What a bunch of namby-pambies. You're lucky you weren't attacked by Sorax.
Shut your gob, or I'll shut it for you.
The Badlands are thick with them, shape-shifting bastards.
Go easy on him. He's just a harmless old drunk. Probably saw lizard folk or dragonborn or something.
You think I don't know the difference? All those spines on their backs, those jaws. You've never seen anything like it. Not lizard folk, not troglodyte, not dragonborn, I'm telling you.
No one believes in Sorax anymore. Oh, except the Church of Einar, of course. There's a Sorak under every bed if you believe them.
Easy now. Don't mock people for their faith.
Read them books. Sorax are masters of deception, infiltration. Anyone here could be a Sorak. You'd never know.
Oh, come on.
You'll see.
So, anyway. Sorax might be legend, but orcs are quite real, and not just in the Badlands. I stumbled across a secret settlement right here in the Principality.
Bullshit!
High in the hills, 2 days west of here. I left the main road to find a shorter way through, and I was making good time when I dropped through a sodding sinkhole into a cave.
I would have slaughtered every one of those green-skinned monsters.
Orcs have a very distinctive stink.
We should bill the council for all this wasted time.
We've all told a tale of our travels here. All but one of us.
Yes, but I have good reason for that. It's none of your bloody business.
Come on now. Don't be a killjoy. We all sang for our supper. Now it's your turn.
Fine. You want to know the truth? I stopped on the way here to visit an old friend of mine and discovered he was up to his eyeballs in debt with a loan shark.
Oh, that's not good.
Indeed. He put up a family heirloom as collateral and wanted me to reacquire it. Because you see, I can be quite stealthy when necessary.
Are you four here to see Lord Carran?
Well, we're not here to drink ourselves to death.
Well, thank you for making that clear. Well, if you're here for Lord Carran of the Legacy Council, that would be me.
Fine. I'd like to present you with a bill for the time we just spent cooling our heels.
Feel free. The Council's bursary enjoys a good laugh.
Can you tell us more about the job?
Well, I suppose it's better if you know what you're doing. What do you want to know?
Are we going to work for you?
Not exactly, no. I'll be your contact with the Legacy Council, which you will serve as deputies. That's why we need to go there and get you sworn in.
We hear this is a mission for the Council, but what is it exactly?
Dear Moraike, you don't know? I'll try to make it simple, but you know, politics. The Council includes representatives of the most powerful and influential organizations in the Eastern Kingdoms. It was created to lead a joint effort to explore the Badlands.
What are the Badlands, really?
Simply put, they are a monster-ridden, chaotic wasteland that used to be the elven empire called Manicalan. It was destroyed about 1,000 years ago by the Great Cataclysm. Now, only ruins remain, full of forgotten knowledge, riches, and dangers.
Which countries make up these Eastern Kingdoms?
Simple. The Principality of Masgarth, here, is in the middle. The Snow Alliance lies to the north, the Kingdom of Galavan to the east, and the New Empire to the south. All friendly, more or less, but the peace is fragile.
What are the organizations you mentioned?
The Council is, how to put it, a non-governmental organization, meaning that state governments are not represented, to avoid partisanship. Instead, there are delegates from the Guild of Antiquarians, the Tower of Knowledge, the Arcaneum, and the Circle of Denantar. And the Church of Einar guarantees fairness, led by Marshal Beric Sunblaze and Oathkeeper Lyra Keen.
I think we know enough now. Thank you.
What can you tell us about this place, the Principality?
We don't exactly have the time. Anyway, the Principality of Masgarth is ruled by Princess Kaiwood Silverflower. We are a wealthy state with fertile lands and the easiest access to the Badlands through a pass called the Copperhead Road. We're in the capital, Caer Lem, which was once part of the ancient Manicalan Empire of the High Elves. Hence the magnificent elvish buildings up there in the High Town. While we don't have a state religion, all of the major faiths of Solasta are represented here, though we tend to favor Einar, the god of valor and fidelity.
We should go, don't you think?
Very well. Come, gather your things. You're late for your swearing in.
Whose fault is that?
Look at the size of this council hall.
So this is what they spend our taxes on.
Look! Is that...
The princess! Wait. Is she leaving?
Apparently so.
Then who will administer the oath?
The maid who empties a chamber pot. No, we're not as important as that. Perhaps a stable boy.
You thought it would be the princess?
Doesn't she lead the council?
No, in this chamber, she's just another delegate. Lady Keen, the council's oathkeeper, is trusted by all.
Lord Carran,
Yes, milady.
are these your new deputies?
They are, milady.
My name is Lyra Keen, oathkeeper of the council,
Quiet, everyone.
and I will be administering your vows. Once sworn in, you will carry the authority of the council wherever you go. Your every action will reflect upon the council's reputation. Remember that. Always. Now, please, raise your right hands. Do you, each and all, solemnly swear your lives and allegiance to this council and promise to carry forth our mission to protect our alliance from any who would threaten the common good?
I
swear.
Excellent. Lord Carran will enter your name into the council's register. Thank you for your service.
Congratulations, deputies.
Wait, that's it?
What were you expecting? A parade?
No, I don't know. It just feels a bit anticlimactic.
Sorry to disappoint. So, the mission. As I'm sure you know, the Council maintains a number of outposts to secure the border between the Principality and the Marches. One of them is the former Imperial fortress, Caer Lem. It's held by some 50 troops under the command of Captain Henrik. He sends us weekly status reports, or rather, he used to. We haven't heard a word from him in 3 weeks. Leave immediately for Caer Lem and find out if anyone there is still alive. If Captain Henrik or anyone else is still breathing, bring him back. The Council wants a first-hand report.
What can you tell us about this Captain Henrik?
A fine officer, more than 15 years in the Principality's army. He inspires trust, loyalty, and courage, hence the decision to post him there, facing danger.
Wait, these marches, they're not in the Badlands, are they?
The Marches are a no man's land, between the civilized world and the Badlands. It's outside the chain of mountains that really define the Badlands. We wouldn't send you in there. Yet.
A whole garrison gone? There are only 4 of us.
Just find out what happened. Run back if you get scared.
Oh, we hear you. Just so you know, we'd like to start slow. Meaning more treasure, less danger.
You don't get to choose your mission, I'm afraid. So, gather what you need and go. Time is of the essence.
Right. I guess that's that. It's on to Caer Lem.
Deputies, a word if you please.
So famous already. I love it.
You were in there too. Are you a member of the council?
I'm Annie Bagmorder, quartermaster of the Scavengers Guild. We don't have a seat in there, but they all know exploring the Badlands without us would be a bad idea. That's why you should stop by our headquarters downtown. You'll need our services, I'm sure.
Is that, compulsory?
No, but you'll find our services useful. Everyone does. Did Lord Carran not tell you?
No. He pretty much stuck to giving orders.
Oh, right. Anyway, we offer plenty of help and advice to beginners like you.
We are grown-ups, you know. At least most of us are.
Of course you are. Well, good luck.
At least she's not another lady or something.
They're tough, these scavengers. Fearless.
I'd rather visit the temple, honestly.
So, what do you think? Should we check out their headquarters?
It's not far, but
I've had enough talking. Let's go kill some monsters.
If there's business to be done, we can't afford not to.
Ah, you came.
you piqued our curiosity. So, what exactly do you have to offer?
You don't know?
Do you sell healing potions?
No, we don't. There's a shop for that.
What kind of help do you offer to people like us?
Simple. Now, people like you typically carry out missions for the Council. In the Marches, even in the Badlands. Sometimes far away, like Captain Merrin.
Who's Captain Merrin?
You really must be new. She's one of yours. Senior Deputy of the Council. Anyway, you trek out to some old ruin in the Badlands, kill a bunch of orcs. Well, you're still a bit green, so let's say goblins.
Ouch! You're hurting our feelings.
Orcs will hurt much more than your feelings, believe me. And stop interrupting, it's rude. So let's say you find yourself with a whole load of rusty swords, leather armor, shields, too much for you to lug back here.
Oh, so we're puny as well as green. Thanks so much.
So instead, you brave heroes just clear the place of monsters and draw us a nice clean map. Then we take our carts and pick up every piece of junk. We bring it back, we sell it, and we split the profits with you. We move the stuff, you go off to kill more bad things. Everybody wins.
For a percentage, of course.
What? You could never carry it all anyway. Not in your little backpacks.
Well, thank you. I guess that's it for us.
Fine. Feel free to visit us any time. Or drop into any scavenger camp.
Are there others?
Anywhere we can settle. By the way, if you find Captain Henrik, tell him we're still interested.
In what?
In getting our people to Caer Lem. The outpost is perfect for us. Close to the Badlands, with plenty of space for our camp.
Right. We'll tell him if we find him.
That would be appreciated. The more you do for us, the more we do for you.
Oh, so this business relationship can get better.
And I hope it will, friend.
I guess we'll see you around then.
Sure. Good luck out there. And don't forget, in the Badlands, always keep your eyes open.
So that's Caer Lem.
We're almost there. It's just up the hill.
It's a little too quiet, don't you think?
I have a bad feeling about this.
Where's the garrison? Dead or run away?
Look! That tower! That's insane!
Courtesy of the Cataclysm. The Marches are full of stuff like this. The Badlands are worse.
Anyway, we have a mission. Let's check the fortifications.
There's definitely been fighting here.
Why did we take this job again? Oh yeah, these lovely council badges.
This is no time for jokes.
Right, whoever did this could still be around, and we don't want them hearing us.
We should look for survivors. 50 people can't just vanish.
Did you see that?
Someone's hiding inside the tower.
It's a trap. The goblins killed everyone, and now it's our turn.
Or they're the survivors, and they're being cautious.
We need to get up to that door.
If they slaughtered the garrison, they'll pay.
Back off! No closer!
Who's there?
We're not letting you in!
And we're not coming out!
Is Captain Henrik there? We need to talk to him.
Don't you dare speak his name, you filthy bastard!
Don't talk to them!
They'll cast a spell on you! Don't touch me!
Is something not right in there, or is it just me? Let's get to the door. Maybe if they can see us up close, we can show them our council badges.
They're here!
You damn Sorax!
Sorax?
Did they say Sorax?
You can't be serious. Sorax are a legend for scaring children.
You bastards took the captain, but you won't take us!
Don't talk to them!
So, sleeping in the beds of Manacallan, are you?
What?
What was that?
Just fishing. Give it a moment.
Magic pillows give us sweet dreams.
Piece of cake.
Good. I'm opening.
No! I said no!
Thank you for letting us in.
Don't thank me.
So, you really believe you were attacked by Sorax?
Man-sized lizards who speak? Oh yeah, they're real.
But we found no corpses. Nothing.
We know. They took all the bodies. Ours and theirs. So no one can prove they exist.
No proof. That's kind of awkward.
You won't laugh when they come back.
We got here without trouble.
Then they let you in. And now you're trapped with us.
Why would they do that?
How should I know? They're Sorax.
Are you in charge here?
Lieutenant Beryl Stonebeard. Second in command. After Captain Henrik.
We'd like to talk to everyone here, if that's all right.
As long as you don't try anything clever. We're good.
I might have a better chance with this guy. Alone.
I don't like being kept in the dark.
I used to work in an embassy. Learned a few tricks.
He doesn't strike me as the diplomatic type.
Come on, trust me. I saw a Whisperer's code carved in the door.
How do you know the code?
I used to work for Delanim, at the embassy near the new Empire border.
I see. I'm supposed to kill anyone who knows those words and isn't a Whisperer.
I'd appreciate it if you didn't kill me, though.
We'll see.
So, just to be sure, is any of this part of your business, or...?
Wiping out a whole garrison just to get myself tracked with this bunch? No, that wasn't my plan.
So, Sorax? Really?
What can I tell you? They looked just like the stories say.
So, big walking lizards with spikes all over their backs? Except for the one who looked just like your captain, of course.
The captain betrayed us. They knew everything about our security.
Was he one of them all along, do you think?
Even hiding their bodies is in the stories.
Think they're still around?
Possibly.
Any idea what they're after?
No.
Right. They'll want to talk to you.
Fine.
He's all yours.
So, who are you, friend?
Daliat Sunbird, Scout.
Do you believe they were Sorax?
Dunno. Seemed real, though.
What do you think they wanted?
To kill us all.
Not big on talk, eh?
I'm having a pretty bad day, so if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna rest now.
How about you? Did you learn anything?
Not much. He thinks the Sorax are real too.
So much for your secret code.
Sorry to disappoint.
Now it's my turn, right?
What do you mean?
What is this? A murder investigation?
You sound worried. Anything we should know?
Get lost!
I'll take that as a yes.
You must have a hearing problem then.
Can we start this over?
Listen, something's not right. The scouts. They came back from a raid into the Badlands, found a ruin, came back with loot. The next day, this happens. Coincidence? You tell me.
The scouts, you say?
Only one of them's still alive. Daliat.
Ah, right.
Hey there.
Hi, name's Robar Sharp.
Sounds like you're the most experienced here, Robar.
Yeah, but I'm not in charge, mind you.
How about Lisbeth? You're her superior.
Good woman. Strong, brave. You can trust her with a sword. That's worth something in my book.
This Lieutenant Stonebeard, is she up to the job?
Clearly not. Look around. Losing the captain broke her.
What do you think of Daliad?
Never liked him. He's hiding something. He's been nervous since we came back from the Badlands. But it'd be no good picking a fight with him now.
I understand.
So what do you think we should do?
For starters, not wait in here for the Sorax to come back and off us.
But Stonebeard says stay, and she's an officer, so...
Yeah, she's a stubborn one. And mutiny's a bad look on a soldier. You could talk to her. Deputy of the council and all.
So if we find a way, you're with us?
I'm with myself. But don't let that stop you.
Right. We need to make a decision here.
They're either crazy or stupid. No use to us in either case.
We have enough to make our report to the council, so let's get going.
If we don't help them, they'll either die or kill each other.
Let them. Could be fun to watch.
This place is a death trap. We should get out while we can.
So, everyone has an opinion, but what are we going to do?
And what about Daliad? We got some pretty worrying hints about him. What if he really is hiding something important?
It's just paranoia or personal grudges.
That leaves us with the others. What's our strategy?
We tell Sharp to challenge Stonebeard, with our support.
I don't think that's a good idea.
I'm not sure, but fine.
We need to talk.
Do we?
About this trip into the Badlands.
That's what we do here.
The Sorax attacked after you came back.
So what? I brought them here?
Listen, colleague. You can trust me.
You, maybe. But the others?
Did you bring something back?
We always do. Like the scavengers. Ask Sharp. He has tons of things brought back from there.
But maybe this time you took something special.
It's nothing of value to Sorax.
Show me, colleague.
It's just an old book. Might be of historical value. Take it then, and find a way to get us out of here. Hey, what's that? Hey!
Good.
Robar, no!
I'm sorry.
This is all your fault!
Soldiers die. You should know that.
Mariah will take his soul to peace.
Don't be fooled. The Sorax are responsible, and many others will fall if we don't report to the council.
You people, just leave me alone!
He came from here, look!
What's this? A secret passage?
From Imperial times.
That was just a scout. More will be coming.
They're here. They're coming back! Outside!
We need to go. Take your stuff. Into the secret passage before it's too late.
Wait!
Think they're Sorax?
Who else?
Right out of a fairy tale. As ugly as life.
And certainly not lizard folk.
We can surprise them.
Can't we sneak around?
From what I see, Not a chance.
All right. Tread lightly, and we'll all attack at once.
We're safe.
We still have to go back to Caer Lem.
The road isn't far.
We'll see you back in Caer Lem, right? You'll be okay.
Of course.
Sure.
Hello, Annie.
You're back. How did it go?
Well, Captain Henrik is dead. I'm sorry.
Oh. Well, who's in charge then?
You might have to wait before going to Caer Lem, I'm afraid.
I see. Well, not your fault. Thanks for the heads up.
You're welcome.
Oh, here you are. How was the mission?
Not paid enough.
Who is?
When can we hope for an audience?
It depends. Tomorrow, if you're lucky. Another party came back yesterday, and they still have to make their report, so maybe they'll see you both at once.
We have urgent news. The outpost at Caer Lem has been attacked. Almost all the garrison was killed.
By all the gods! Meet me in the council chamber. I'll inform my superiors.
The Legacy Council is now in session. Captain Merrin has the floor.
Ladies and gentlemen, Your Royal Highness, my party and I have made a very worrying discovery in the Badlands, near the place we call Black Hill. We saw a group that we took to be scavengers. They attacked us right away, but we were able to fight them off. They were trying to get away with this.
What is it?
This box contains a gem. A ruby, it appears. We have determined that it has magical properties, and we believe the Council should examine it.
So we will, Captain. But really, is that all? You called an emergency meeting of the Council for a simple magical gem? Her Royal Highness has a busy schedule.
Please, Lord Denantar. In this chamber, I'm just a student of magic.
Here. Anyway, Captain, the Council has a great deal of business.
They were Sorax, our attackers. Not scavengers, not bandits. Sorax.
Sorax?
Is this a joke?
The Sor-Akath are no laughing matter, Lord Facek.
Oh, you know what I mean.
What do you mean, my lord?
How many times has the Council heard tales of these so-called Sorax?
At least 20, I'd say.
More. 23.
Yes, more each year. It's becoming a fad.
Our church has been warning of the Sor-Akath since humans first came to Solasta, in the wake of their foul god, Sortar.
I'm sorry, Captain, but you are certain that you encountered Sorax?
It's true. They're real.
What? And who might you be?
Some new recruits, my lord. They were sworn in quite recently.
New recruits, eh? They place too much stock in rumor, it seems.
They assure me that they saw Sorax as well.
Wait, do you realize how serious this is?
They attacked the Caer Lem outpost. The garrison suffered severe losses.
Caer Lem? The outpost in the marches? What do you mean by heavy losses?
The Sorax took over Captain Henrik, and only 2 of them are still alive. They can testify too.
Do you have any material proof of their existence?
I beg your pardon?
Like what?
Well, a dead body, for example? Or even just a head?
If we go to Caer Lem, will we find the bodies of these Sorax?
Probably not.
They took their dead with them when they retreated.
The bodies of their victims too.
How very convenient. So you can offer us no proof of this adventurer's fable.
And what if proof were to be brought before the Council?
What proof? How? If the Sorax take away their fallen, as they say, that's not our problem. Let them find a way.
These are new recruits, correct? Then let this be their new mission. Bring us the head of a Sorak for the whole council to see.
That would certainly be proof, Lord Facek, would it not?
Oh, very well.
Meanwhile, the council will examine the gem. If there is nothing else...
Dean Aer Elai of the Tower of Knowledge calls for a recess. Does any member object? No? It is resolved then. The Legacy Council is now in recess.
That actually went better than I expected.
A shower of weevils. Rich, clean weevils.
And your employers, let's not forget. I must admit, the Legacy Council is a complex body. Anyway, some people might want to talk to you after this. Working for the Council, you are expected to be neutral.
But
you have the right to have friends. So, feel free to talk to whoever you like, as long as your allegiance remains to the Council as a whole.
Of course.
Hey, deputies. Thanks for the support in there.
You're welcome, Captain.
So those bastards got Henrik. Shame.
You knew him?
Yes, indeed. I wonder who'll volunteer to retake Caer Lem now.
The scavengers could lead the way.
Yes, they'll find a bunch of hotheads to retake the fort, I'm sure. Stay in the light, friends.
You too.
Well, if it isn't our brave saviors.
Good day, Lieutenant.
I'm no longer a lieutenant. I resigned my commission. I work for my people now. I will never step foot in the Badlands again.
Yes, well, you clearly weren't cut out for that posting.
I've made my peace. But you aren't here to check on my welfare, are you?
No, we have questions. Your scout. Do you know where he was before the attack?
You mean Daliot?
Right, Daliat. Where did he go before the Sorax attacked?
As far as I know, there's not a name for this place or road that leads there. But I can show you on a map. It's near the ruins of an ancient tower.
Thank you, Beryl. We appreciate the help.
What are you thanking me for? Sending you to your death?
Greetings, deputies.
Greetings, Daliot. If that's even your name.
Of course it's my name. What are you implying?
Nothing at all. We just want to establish who we're talking to.
Daliot Sunbird, Scout of the Council. You know who I am.
Trust us. We're all on the same side here.
We'll see.
Hello, Annie.
We wanted to talk about Caer Lem.
I'm all ears.
No one's there anymore.
Ah, you want to claim the place.
How does it work again?
We go there and scavenge everything you didn't take. Then you get a percentage.
We can't promise you it's safe.
It never is. Once we get there, we'll set up an outpost of our own. I'll check with the council first, but thanks anyway.
What do we do next?
Once we've done our work, I'll let you know. You'll just have to come by and collect your share.
So, what do you think?
Humans.
What's that symbol there?
The tattoo?
Looks like an A.
They all have it.
Guess they're all part of the same club.
Well, there's no reason to assume it signifies something sinister.
Do you think it has anything to do with the Sorax?
That's an old Temarian symbol. It stands for Aravad. He was a Temarian god, but he didn't come to Solasta. I can't remember much more.
We better be careful. And don't forget, we need the head of a Sorak.
Please don't kill me.
What are you doing here?
I'm just a worker.
Are you tattooed with an A?
You don't understand.
Are you one of them?
One of what? I'm just trying to survive. I had no choice.
What does the tattoo signify?
It's... I can't...
He's dead. How is that possible?
How is any of this possible?
He was doomed from the start.
That was unexpected.
This place is topsy-turvy.
Remind me not to take a dump in that hole.
Do you really have to make jokes?
Yeah, it's in my contract. Did Carran not tell you?
Might be good to remember what these blue currents can do. Look at this place. I've never seen so many books.
It would take a lifetime to read them all, even for an elf.
Must be worth a fortune. If only we could get everything back to Caer Lem.
I see the point of the scavengers now.
Why not keep this to ourselves?
Stay hidden. They're here.
Sorax?
What else could they be?
You ready to do this?
Get in position. Hit them hard and take them by surprise.
Ready. They didn't die easily.
Got every one of those ugly bastards.
Now we just need one of their bloody heads.
Would you look at this?
A crown of some kind?
They seem to keep their distance from it.
Maybe it's cursed.
Look what I found.
Let me take a look. Looks like ancient Temarian. If you find it, send for... Well, this appears to be a name.
Is this the language of those bloody lizards?
They were protecting it. It must be of great value to them. Take it then.
Sure. Yes, I understand.
Who are you talking to? Wait, what are you doing?
Are you crazy? Why did you put it on?
We have no idea what it does, whether it's evil or anything.
Wait, What? I kind of just had to.
We're supposed to share the loot, by the way.
Perhaps we should rest before we head back.
I say we go, before the owner of that unpronounceable name shows his ugly face. The mission is done, after all.
Is it? Did someone cut off a Sorax's head?
Oh, all right then. I'll do it.
The sooner we go, the sooner we can get back to Caer Lem.
After you, friends.
look a little pale. Is something wrong?
I don't feel too good.
Shit, I knew that hunk of junk was cursed.
You don't know that.
Just get rid of it.
No, we need it.
Need it? For what?
For its power. I can feel it. Deep inside.
Are you okay?
I just need to rest for a bit.
Yeah, I'm not feeling too good either.
I'm exhausted as well.
Maybe the curse has affected us all.
Stop it. Don't be ridiculous.
Fine, let's rest for a while. Set up camp.
We did it! We brought back proof!
How do you feel?
Better.
Maybe that sickness was nothing.
What about the crown? You know the council will probably take it.
No.
We can't hide the fact that we found it with the Sorax.
It's our loot. Ours.
We have to declare anything of historical value. And they have the right to buy it.
And if it's priceless?
Come on, they can do whatever they want.
Sure.
I guess we'll see.
They'd better remember that we fought the Sorax for this. Lord Carran.
Ah, deputies. I see you found some nice, shiny loot. So, have you brought us the head of a Sorak?
One head, slightly damaged.
Marike preserve us. I'm sorry I asked.
You should have seen it alive.
I can only imagine.
When's the next council meeting?
When? But now, of course. The rumor of your return has already reached the palace. They're waiting for you.
They are?
Well, more for this. But come on.
Now there's a trophy. And by the way, who's crazy now?
All right, you were right and we were wrong. They do exist. Happy now?
Kid, I've seen more than anyone in this town, yet nobody seems to believe me.
Maybe it's a curse.
The curse of being surrounded by idiots.
If you don't mind, Merton, we have business to attend to.
Right. Say hello to the old lady for me, Carran.
Who is this guy again?
Arwen Merton. He used to be a legend. The first scavenger, they say. But now, well, you can see for yourself.
Who's this old lady?
Just ignore him. Let's go.
Your thoughts, Dean Fasek?
Well, it looks very much as the scriptures describe.
Well then, it seems we have a problem.
It's a disaster. We all know what the Sor Akat did on Tirmar.
There's something else.
What?
A crown?
Interesting. Very nice find.
We don't want to sell it.
Why not? You know we pay well.
We want to keep it.
I'd like to take a look at it, though.
Come on, let them take a look.
Thank you.
Any ideas?
It's quite massive. Clearly imperial in style.
These ruins remind me of the Imperial Schools of Magic.
I have a spell I'd like to cast on this.
My lords, this deputy is clearly unwell.
What?
What happened?
You passed out.
Where are we?
The Temple of Einar. Marshal Beric Sunblaze himself invited us to stay here. We certainly made an impression on the council. They believe you're attuned to the crown, that you can't be separated from it.
What? So it is cursed?
They're not sure. All these big brains, and they're stumped. They cast spells on the crown, on you.
Between that and the Sorax, we caused quite a fuss out there. They'll reconvene the council when you're ready. But trust me, there's a lot of people who want to talk to you first.
Lord Sunblaze, thank you for your hospitality.
It's the least we can do for the deputies who proved that there are still Sorax on Solasta. You've proved we cannot relax our vigilance. Did you find anything else that could help us track them?
There was a parchment.
If you find it, send for the char.
You can read that?
That last word, it's not Temarian. It's in the Sorakath tongue.
I knew it!
It means general. You were wise to run.
Also, the fanatics we fought near that old tower, they all had this tattoo on their arm.
It seems to support the idea that they were working for the Sorax under duress.
It is indeed one of their ways. Now this is the A of Erevat.
Can you enlighten us?
Between the myth and what we've seen, it's confusing.
Of course. We paladins and clerics of Einar are the guardians of these memories. Our ancestors fought the war against the Sorakath. Their god, Sortar, gave them dark powers of treachery, mind-reading, and shape-changing. They infiltrated the human society, corrupted the hearts of men. At some point, everyone was suspected to be a Sorak in disguise. Distrust broke humanity. Sortar had won. He corrupted even Erevad, god of the Inquisitors. The gods themselves decided to run away from Tirmar. They opened the rift for the humans to escape to Solasta. Many of them didn't make it. It was a tragedy. At the site of the rift, thousands of Sorak tried to cross. Sortar himself tried. The rift was closed in a gigantic blast. Our kings and heroes, Manicalan's masters of magic, were all wiped out. So, how could Sorax have survived, escaped, and then thrived on Solasta? I suppose that's another one of their tricks. But for those who had survived the war, the Exodus, it was paramount to stay vigilant, to keep the memory alive. The memory of what Sorax were, what they could do, so that if one day they were to return, we'd be ready. I'm sorry to say, after 1,000 years, only a few of us remain. Now, most people believe Sorax are a mere legend. But you brought us proof. The Sorax are not extinct.
We fought different ones. Do you know more?
The bulk of their army are foot soldiers with poisoned spines. They breed a caste of albino priests able to cast spells. Some of them are deadly assassins, invisible, venomous. Others are giant brutes. The scriptures talk of elite warriors, anti-paladins, the Shikath.
Can they really impersonate people?
It's been proven, though it's a long process. They used to kidnap a target, study it for weeks, sometimes months. One of their chosen ones would transform into a perfect duplicate. Upon death, they would return to their original form.
How do they get people to worship them?
They get into people's minds, learn their darkest secrets, their fears, their shameful desires. With that, they can blackmail, corrupt, and finally, recruit. It's much easier for them than to duplicate, and very efficient.
Well, that's all very scary. But thanks, it's going to help us.
You're welcome, deputies. If you find anything else connected to the Sor Akath or their allies, bring it to the temple. Talk to Chaplain Dellen Lark. You will be well rewarded. Whenever you're ready, the council will meet again.
Can I ask for a minute of your time, deputies?
We're in kind of a hurry.
I know. I won't delay you long. My name is Hedlund Shorspell. I represent the Arcaneum.
And the Arcaneum belongs to the new empire. Do you really want to be seen talking to us?
My business is magic, not politics. And no, I have no quarrel with you. You may not see us Imperials as friends, but we take the Council very seriously. We are particularly interested in anything from the old Empire that you might find in the Badlands. Anything from the Manichaelan era Arcaneum. Even more so. Oh, of course, we'd pay you handsomely for this crown, although I know that's not possible.
You're smarter than you look.
Also quite indifferent to mockery. Anyway, we have an unrivaled trove of magical and other knowledge. Think it's over. You can find me at the Gravekeep's Cask.
Really? Not at the embassy?
What can I say? I love Martel's beer, even though it tastes like donkey piss.
What? How did he...
That was our joke on the first day we met. Was he spying on us?
Maybe he just agrees about the taste.
Clear skies, my friends.
Do you know Arwen Merton, the so-called first scavenger?
Of course.
That's it?
Merton. It's a painful topic for me. I'd rather not talk about him.
Fair enough.
Look who's here. The Sorak hunters themselves.
It's Merton, right? Arwen Merton.
Damn right.
First scavenger. Where does that come from?
Long story, kid. Short version. When we started crossing the marches to the Badlands, I was one of the first. Now, I'm just the ugliest one left standing.
What should we know about the Badlands? Any advice?
Bring a good cleric with good healing spells. You'll need them.
You're a legend. Why do you seem so sour?
Sour? It's this ale that's sour. That's all. The High and Mighty Council, paying clueless kids like you to go and get killed in the Badlands. But they're not asking good old Arwen. No. Go figure. It's because I got them figured out.
Figured out? How?
The Legacy Council is full of it. Acting all united and lovey-dovey while they plot to rob each other. Wouldn't surprise me if some of them were even Soraks in disguise. You know they can shapeshift.
Okay.
Hey, I was right about them hiding in the Badlands, wasn't I?
Greetings, Sorak Slayers.
Hello.
I am Halman Summer of the Guild of Antiquarians. I'm instructed to invite you to visit us at the Embassy of the Snow Alliance.
You're based at an embassy? I thought the council was neutral.
We don't have a house of our own in Caer Kiflin, unlike the Tower of Knowledge. How about that for neutrality? Anyway, we'd be interested in any antiquities you might bring back. We pay very well, even for things you might think are worthless.
Like the scavengers?
The scavengers? Well, they'd sell an antique emperor's sword for its metal value, but we can offer more than gold. Antique magical items, for instance. You'll never find their like elsewhere.
Good to know. Thanks for the invitation.
Honourable Council members, please take your seats.
Ah, our crown bearer is up again.
Lord Danantar has the floor.
Thank you. I have confirmed that our deputy is indeed magically attuned to the crown. It is an uncommonly powerful attunement, unlike anything I've seen. I strongly recommend against forcing a separation.
Chancellor Gormsdotter?
With the Council's permission, I'd like to try a little experiment. I have here the gem that Captain Merrin recovered recently. I have reason to believe that it might be... as I suspected. It belongs to the crown.
What have you done?
Commander, take Her Royal Highness to safety.
No, wait!
Are you going to faint again?
The crown wants the other gems back.
What?
I think I can find them. I can feel them.
You said it wasn't sentient.
This is old manic Callan magic. Anything is possible. Let the crown bearer and the other deputies follow that quest. Find the other gems if you can, but keep us informed. In the meantime, we will formulate a response to the Sorax.
Let's vote. Delegates, do you agree?
Aye. Your Royal Highness?
Oh, pardon me. Yes, I concur.
To which proposition, Your Highness?
I mean, they should go and find the diamonds, the gems.
So resolved. Let it be recorded. Thank you, honored delegates. The council is now in recess.
What was that? What do you mean the crown wants its missing gems?
I can't explain. I just feel it. Anyway, we have a new mission.
All right then. So, where are we going, crown bearer?
I think the crown knows.
A word, please, deputies.
Sure. What's this?
A command word to teleport your party to the city's Imperial Gate.
Teleport?
We can't do that, I'm pretty sure.
Well, word is that in the Badlands, you may come across functioning major gates. If you do, use this command word and you'll be brought back here. Take note of any command word on the gate you find, and you'll be able to return there the same way.
That's fantastic.
Don't get too excited. So far, no one's found any.
Oh, right. Thanks anyway.
Stay in the light, senior deputies.
You too, Captain.
The gems in the castle?
Maybe. It's in that direction.
That's a good-sized castle. A garrison of 24 at least.
We're not getting in that way.
Or could we climb up?
It's too open out here. We'd be easy targets.
We'll have to find another way.
We could just show our Legacy Council credentials.
Assuming they're law-abiding folk who respect the council.
Not too many of those around here, I'm guessing. Another door.
Oh, good. Just when I was thinking it would be too easy.
Look at the top. What is that?
Looks like a magical shield of some sort.
Some sort? How many sorts are there?
What we're looking for is up there.
You're sure?
It's obvious. The best loot gets the best protection.
Who's this? Seems to like wolves.
Could be a ranger. Could be a werewolf. Could be something else.
He might know something about the castle. It can't hurt to ask. Hello. We come in peace. Can we talk to you?
Talk then, and stay where you are. I can hear you well enough from here.
We're interested in the castle. Can you tell us anything about it?
Not much. What do you want to know?
What's the garrison like? Strong? Weak? Monsters?
The captain's a wraith, or something similar. The guards mostly skeletons.
Undead? What other abominations are in there?
That's what I've seen from outside. Never been inside.
Who lives there? What can you tell us about them?
I deal with the guard captain. Name's Adam the 12th. Undead now. He lets us hunt here, and we tell him who comes and goes.
Sounds like a good arrangement. So you've never been inside the castle?
No.
And there's no one else outside the castle?
Just a ghost. A dwarf. Doesn't seem dangerous.
Who rules the castle? Or should I ask what rather than who?
Name's Mardracht. Probably undead, but I've never met him.
Probably undead? Why'd you say that?
Undead or necromancers, my guess. Everyone I've seen there is undead.
Many thanks for the information. I didn't catch your name.
Talbot.
Look, that must be the dwarf ghost we heard about. I'll take more information where I can get it, even from a ghost.
Hello. Are you the antiquarian we've heard about?
Hello, I'm Ingby Cramson of the Guild of Antiquarians. Or at least I used to be.
What can you tell us about the castle? Who lives there?
2 women. A high elf, but living and quite old. She's a necromancer of some sort.
And the other?
Once human, but definitely undead now. The Defiler, I think. And she had a gang of ghouls with her. Horrid beasts. I avoided them.
Is there anyone else?
There's a garrison. Skeletons, mostly. I avoided them too.
I think we know enough now. Thank you.
Actually, I was hoping to ask you a greater favor.
A favor? How can we help you?
I was killed in this cemetery. Me bones are here somewhere.
And you'd like us to take them home for burial? So you can find peace?
Well, yes. But they got a little scattered. The walls, you see.
Now that's just rude.
As far as I can feel, they are in 3 separate places.
Well, that's just you all over.
It's not just about burial, though of course I'd be grateful for that too. Since I was killed, I carried on studying this necropolis, but I can't touch material things, including pens, so I couldn't update my journal.
Now that's what I call a work ethic.
And since my spirit is bound to my mortal remains, I can't return to Caer Lem to report in person. But if you take my bones back, perhaps my spirit could travel with them. And the knowledge I've recovered won't be lost.
You can rely on us.
This drain could be a way in.
Into what? The bathroom's one way and the cesspool the other? Suppose we get down there and it's just 6-inch pipes.
Then we'll look for another way in, but let's try it first.
Who are you? What do you want?
We need to consult your master about an ancient magical artifact. All we need is to talk to him, and then we'll be on our way and you'll never see us again.
I can't get you in to see the Master, but I can help. There are some things you should know.
What things?
If you want to talk to Mardracht, you'll have to get past Aksha.
Who's Aksha?
A defiler. She lives upstairs.
Stay in the light. It is our only protection.
She turned up a few years ago, seemed interested in the work, offered to help out. And suddenly she'd installed herself upstairs, and no one talked to the Master except through her. I haven't seen Mardracht face to face since she got here. She says she takes messages to him, and she brings messages back, but they don't sound like him. I knew him. He was my mentor, my teacher. She's holding him prisoner, I'm certain.
So we'll have to go through her.
If you can. She's got a pack of ghouls.
And those defiler powers of hers are no joke either. We've tried using force before, more than once, but I got sick of losing people.
Thanks for the warning.
Now, suppose we do manage to reach Master Mardracht. What's the best way to approach him?
Hard to say. The cataclysm hit him hard, and then Aksha. Who knows what she's done to him? The stairs will take you to her apartments. Good luck getting past her.
Well, Lazaria's taste in minions seems to be improving.
We're no one's minions, lady.
You defeated her then? I'm almost impressed.
We ask a simple boon, an audience with Master Mardrath, and safe passage out of the castle. We believe your master knows about a powerful ancient artifact. We need his knowledge.
Your puny minds couldn't comprehend what he once knew. Now it's a good day if he even knows who I am.
What do you mean?
You'll see. He sealed his apartments off with powerful magic. Keeps raving about gods coming to get him. The minor gate is the only way in.
Minor gate?
Yes, over there.
Who are you? How did you get in here?
Master Mardracht?
You know my name? How do you know my name?
We represent the Legacy Council, Master, and we mean you no harm.
No harm. No harm, they say. They always say that. Always. They lie. Get out! I can still defend myself, you know.
You are right to fear us, and those who sent us. We are powerful, but you don't have to die. The gods have commanded us to kill you.
I knew it.
But we don't need to do that if you help us. We must have the gem of necromancy.
The gem,
But without your gem, we can't remake the crown. Without the crown, we can't defeat the gods.
The gods? I don't... The crown? This is what you came for. Take it, and leave me alone!
So, that's it.
Yes. I can feel its power. It's incredible.
Don't let it overwhelm you. Necromancy is dark magic.
That's right. We should probably sell it. How much do you think a smallish palace costs these days?
Stop it. You know we can't do that.
We must get it back to the council.
Can't blame you for trying.
Delegate Summer, may we speak with you?
Yes, what is it?
We have something for you.
Or rather, someone.
Angby? Angby Cramson? Is that you?
Ha! It is, or was. Anyway, I'm here. These kind deputies brought my bones back, and my spirit came with them.
Thank you, deputies. I am in your debt. And so is the Guild of Antiquarians. On behalf of the Guild, let me offer you something for your trouble. I will make sure you go home to your family for burial, Angby.
Thank you, Halman. But before you do, I'd like to make my report.
Your report?
One advantage of being a ghost is the ability to walk through walls, you see. So, after my death, I was able to conduct a very thorough survey of an imperial necropolis. I couldn't lift a pen to write it down, so I'll report in person, if that's acceptable.
Well, let me take you to the Chancellor. She will want to know.
Capital! We're distant cousins, you know.
No, I didn't.
Only Solastan building in the neighborhood. That must be it.
Better be sure.
wish. We are friends, my lady.
The Master sent you?
Which master?
How dare you?
Dare what? Come outside and look around.
But it's impossible. Where am I?
It's called the Badlands.
No. I was in the Aer Elai, the heart of the Empire. I must find the Master. Caer. My name is the Shield. No. My name is Caer of the Shield, whatever the Shield might be.
Aer Elai? The heart of the Empire?
Yes. This tower was in the Aer Elai, a haven of peace.
Which master are you talking about?
The Master of... I can't remember.
What is this shield you're talking about?
The shield is the Master, and the Master is the shield. But tell me, what happened?
1,000 years ago, the cataclysm ravaged the Empire.
Cataclysm?
My lady, what is the last thing you remember?
I don't remember any cataclysm. I remember a large room, people speaking about a rift, a great threat to the Empire, strange creatures with strange powers.
Strange creatures? Yes, the Sorax, of course.
No, they were called humans, strange beings, with magic that was not arcane. They actually looked just like you.
Fascinating. You witnessed a council of war. Can you recall anything else?
One of the beings was wearing this crown, scintillating with gems. They called him Magister, with the utmost respect. But you are not him. Where did you find this crown?
Scintillating with gems, you say?
Yes. The crown was set with 8 large gems.
We found this crown in another part of the Badlands.
There are no Badlands.
Just look outside, lady. The Badlands are real. We had to fight Sorax to get the crown.
Sorax?
The scourge of humanity. They ran the humans out of Tirmar and came here to finish the job.
The humans weren't the enemy?
No, they were refugees fleeing the Sorax.
Refugees? Eager to join the enlightenment of the Empire?
Slavery is an enlightenment. Those days died with the Empire.
Silence, wretch! The Empire can't be dead!
The Empire died with the Cataclysm. And even if it galls me to admit it, it saved Solasta from a horrible fate.
Their combined forces assaulted the rift.
There was mention of the rift in the Aer Elai.
They managed to close it, but triggered the Cataclysm, ushering a dark age.
The Dark Age? Those Badlands you mentioned?
Yes. 1,000 years rebuilding after near extinction.
It can't be! I still feel the Master, and I must find him.
Times have changed since you last traveled in the Empire.
Still, I feel the pull.
The pull?
Yes. A pull to get to the Copper Veil of Remembrance. Take me there at once, and I shall name you favored servants.
The Copper Veil of Remembrance?
Yes. A fortress and place of rest for fallen heroes. Roughly in this direction.
Copper? Fortress? Huh. That sounds like the Vale of Copperan.
We are no one's servants, favored or otherwise.
Traveling companions, then. You can tell me of this cataclysm on our journey.
You seem very certain that we'll go with you.
Of course. You wouldn't let a lady cross those Badlands alone, surely. Yes. This is the place.
What do you mean?
But it's impossible.
How do you feel?
I propose we set up camp and get some rest.
I don't think that's a good idea.
I must find the Master.
Shouldn't we go to Carran?
I say we go.
Yes. This is the place.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Where am I?
Are you kidding me?
I must find the Master.
Are you okay?
Yes.
We just want to help.
She's crazy.
Damn right. Let's get on with it.
A timely arrival. Many thanks for your help.
Clear skies, friend. What's going on here?
Those fellows joined my caravan at Carran. Couple of hours ago, this man stumbled on our path, almost dead. No healing could help him, so I put him in a tent. And I was about to send word to Carran.
Carran? That's where we're going.
Then perhaps you could do me a favor.
A favor?
Of course, I'll see that you're rewarded.
Almost dead? Sick?
No, wounded. Deep wounds. Ripped open, as if by sharp claws. We found him near the road. It looked like he had crawled there.
Claw wounds? And no healing could help him?
That's right. The wounds were oozing. It's a wonder he was still alive.
Why send word?
Because this man was a corporal on the Carran watch.
You want us to take word of his death to Carran?
Yes. Take this note and his personal effects to Sergeant Nikkanen. Have him countersign the note, then see my agent. He is the owner of the general store. Meanwhile, get some rest and share our camp. We can even sell you some equipment.
Many thanks for your hospitality.
Halt! Do you seek entrance to our fair valley?
Yes, we do.
Then go see Sergeant Nikkanen in the guardhouse.
Thank you. Clear skies.
Stay in the light.
Good day. I'm Sergeant Nikkanen, Officer of the Day. What business brings you to Carran?
Well, Sarge, we found something of yours on the way here.
Of mine? What exactly?
Here they are, Sarge.
The ring, the badge, insignia. The man who wore those was of middling height. Broad shoulders, dark hair, and a broken nose. Am I right?
Correct. You knew him then?
He broke his nose after an exchange of views behind the barracks. Roald tried to headbutt his basic training instructor. That was me. Now tell me, what happened to my good friend Roald?
First, please accept our sincere condolences.
Thanks. Now tell me where, when, how, and who.
2 days ago. It was at a small camp in some Manacolan ruins. He was found almost dead by the caravan people. They tried to heal him, and then some travelers in the caravan rushed in to kill your friend and the guards Master Gala had posted.
And no idea who those guys were?
No, Sarge. They look like common mercs to me.
Did Roald say anything to you?
It was too late for him.
Dire news. Listen, go and speak to the Synod. Tell him everything.
And why not the Baron?
The Synod is the ruler of the Vale of Carran.
But we need to talk to the Baron.
You won't talk to him without my leave. Talk to the Synod first, and then... Here, my signature on the letter from Gala. Take it to Master Warmhearth at the general store. And here's a note for the Synod.
Stay in the light.
Clear skies. Joris Nikkanen says you have an interesting story to tell.
Clear skies to you, my lord. Well, it all began when we came upon this caravan.
Go on. Military matters I usually leave in the more than competent hands of the Baron. But Nikkanen sent you to me. You see, he is a rarity in the Stonefist Mercenary Company, the one old hand who was born here. We have known each other almost all our lives. He is the reason Stonefist came to our aid during the Orc invasion. And he sent you to me? That's odd. Why did you come to Carran?
An Orc invasion?
Happened about 15 years ago. Several tribes got together, whipped to a frenzy by a shaman. They hit us hard and opened a breach, got a foothold in the outer works, and were about to hit the town. Then Gromnir hit them from behind, and they were between hammer and anvil.
The Stonefist Mercenary Company?
Our military force, since they helped us repel the Orc invasion.
Who's Stonefist?
Gromnir Stonefist, founder of the Stonefist Mercenary Company. That doesn't answer my question.
Our current mission is to escort Lady Caer. Carran was the seat of her family before the Cataclysm.
And Lady Caer is on a nostalgia trip?
Far from it. One of her ancestors left family heirlooms hidden in the fortress. Among those heirlooms, we hope to find clues about the next stage of our quest.
Old elven nobility. I am sure I have never seen you before, Lady Caer. So tell me something about Carran that a newcomer or even a casual visitor can't know.
In a side valley, there is an imperial mausoleum of Lanarak, home of the honored dead.
What's Lanarak?
A very particular kind of marble, very precious. The traditional stone for the honored dead.
A place of remembrance.
Yes, for the honored dead who fell in battle for the Empire.
There is indeed an ancient imperial mausoleum in a side valley, sealed off since the fall of Manacalon. Not many know of it. Thank you, my lady. I am convinced. As for the rest of you, you said you were sent by the Legacy Council? We see a lot of Council agents on their way to the Badlands, and they bring a lot of rumors. So tell me, is there any truth to the rumor that the Sorax are back?
Yes.
Can they truly possess others?
Not possess exactly. What they do is worse. If you believe the tales that the paladins of Einar recovered from their archives.
Do me a favor. Walk around our city, talk to the people. Then report your impressions to Sergeant Nikkonen. Not a word about what you told me, though.
Do you believe the Sorax are in Carran?
I'll say no more for the time being. Walk the streets, then see Nikkonen. Meanwhile, stay in the light.
Clear skies to you, Seynard.
It's rather silly, really, this young man. He asked me for a specific design so he could propose.
So, he probably gambled the money away.
Not him. Straight arrow. On the fast track to Sergeant Oriah. I asked around.
So, where is this paragon of yours?
Consigned to guard duty. A whole week. And that just on his return from patrol.
Mistress Mildred, the brewer wants to know when to bring the next delivery of ale. He doesn't want it to go stale. He has his reputation to consider.
If only the Stonefist had let his thirsty patrol out on leave as usual. But now, we've only got the regulars and the ale's not moving too fast. Take him 2 empty barrels and get 2 new. It's the best we can do right now.
Sergeant, when can I see my Eric? He is due some liberty.
Lass, I already told you. He's assigned to guard duty.
A whole week of it? And that after 2 weeks on patrol? No, he just doesn't want to see me anymore.
Now, lass, don't you fret. It's not that at all. The old man has his whole patrol on guard duty in the basement ever since they came back. Something's up. And whatever it is, it can't be good.
Ha! The Senard's hopping mad.
Why's that?
The whole week he's been waiting, and still no meeting with the Baron.
Well, that's weird. Usually they meet every day at least. Like an old couple, the two of them.
Well, mate, what can we do for you on this fine morning?
The Synod sent us to talk to you. Anything unusual in the last days?
Well, the Baron came back with a bunch of prisoners. Highwaymen, apparently. I'm wondering why they didn't hang them on the spot.
Hanging, eh? Would that be the normal practice?
Yes. You don't need that many prisoners to make them talk, if you ask me.
We should go.
Pleasure doing business with you. Stay in the light.
Well met again. So, you've had a chance to walk around the city and hear what people are saying? So, what do you think?
Something's wrong. Soldiers back from a patrol, denied leave, posted to guard duty instead of visiting the tavern.
The story with the highwaymen is also weird. Why keep them prisoner? Normally the penalty is clear and swift. On the frontier, you don't feed idle people, particularly not scum like highwaymen. At best, you put them to work. At worst, they become fertilizer.
There are two things I didn't mention in our last conversation. Things about Roald and the Baron.
What about the Baron?
I've known him for 20 years. I was a founding member of the company. Now, for the first time in 10 years, I am Officer of the Day posted here, and that's not all. For the last 10 years, he's always called me Joris. Now, all of a sudden, it's back to Nikkonen. Something's wrong. I can feel it.
What about Roald?
When you told me of Roald's death and returned his personal effects, I was speechless. Not out of grief, but because not a week before, Roald had come back from patrol.
You mean one of them is not who he seems?
Suggestions, Sarge?
The Synod mentioned your mission. He and I go back a long way. So, go to see the Baron and tell him your heirloom story. I know what his normal reaction would be. So come back and we can compare notes. And if I were you, I wouldn't mention Roald, the caravan, or anything else. Clear skies to you.
Greetings, adventurers. Sergeant Nikkonen says you want to see me on some urgent matter?
Yes. It concerns our traveling companion, Lady Caer.
Then let her speak for herself.
My lord, before the cataclysm, this valley was in the care of my family. Alas, only a few of us managed to survive, and none at all in the valley.
A sad tale, my lady, but not uncommon. Those were dire times.
My father passed away recently. Upon his deathbed, he mentioned some family heirlooms left in a hidden room somewhere in the fortress. With your leave, my lord, I would like to search for this hidden room and retrieve my family's belongings.
Out of the question. This is my castle, and all in it belongs to me. Now begone, and be glad that, as a guest, you are protected by our customs. Otherwise, your impudence would land you in the dungeon.
Ah, you're back. How did the audience go?
Clear skies. Well, he didn't imprison us, just threw us out.
Just threw you out? That's not like him at all.
Oh, he's not always so generous to strangers.
No, just pragmatic and smart.
Pragmatic?
It would be cheaper to let you find the heirlooms under close escort. He'd demand a fee, but it's easier than having to search for himself.
Smart?
Of course, smart. If we assume Lady Caer's story is true, then arresting her or coercing her could have drawn the ire of an elven clan. A pretty stupid move for stuff which might only have sentimental value, so not like Dromnir at all.
Fine. What do you suggest?
Let me make some preparations. You go back to him tomorrow, as envoys of the Legacy Council.
Sergeant Nikkanen, why are you bringing these people to me again?
My lord, they showed me credentials that I thought you should see.
Credentials? What do credentials have to do with Lady Kitaea's claims?
My lord, we are deputies of the Legacy Council.
And the Legacy Council interferes in Corporan's affairs?
Quite the contrary, my lord. The Council would appreciate Corporan's help.
Why didn't you say so yesterday?
We do not flaunt our allegiance unless there is need, my lord.
Lady Cathaela has agreed to help the Council in a delicate and vital matter.
And what is that?
Historical research.
Those baubles have some historical value?
We believe so, my lord. We wouldn't be here otherwise.
Then why not just say so?
Confidential matters are best handled confidentially, my lord.
Then, shall we search for these heirlooms together? I shall escort you, and we'll inventory the historical items. Then we can discuss a reasonable share for the keep.
That would be more than fair, my lord.
Then please, lead the way. Where should we start?
In the basement, my lord.
Let's go then. Nikkanen, you were right to bring them to me. Now back to your post.
Yes, my lord.
Here, this is the place.
And so near the dungeons. How subtle. And fitting. Please, Lady Kitaea, before we inventory your heirlooms, there is something I wish to show you. You will find it interesting, hopefully.
Is that the Baron?
Now we shall all have a nice long chat together.
And you will give me that crown?
Wait till the next one.
Gromnir, thank Einar you're safe.
Yes, I am. Thanks to Joris and these adventurers, it seems. Thank you.
Now, old friend, go see Atima with Joris.
No, I'm fine.
I knew you'd say that. I am the Seynard, and you shall resume your duties. Only if our cleric says you're fit.
But...
No buts. I shall secure the keep and the valley till you're back. As for you, my friends, find Lady Kitaela's belongings and meet me in the throne room.
Strike true.
Tell us, Lady Cathaela, what did you find? A gem?
This is my spell book. I remember. A wand, a robe, some money, as well as a piece of paper.
What does it say?
I don't know. There is only one word written on the paper. Adrastio.
Is that another place?
I'm not sure. I feel the pull coming back.
I guess we'll soon be on the road again then.
More monsters to kill. Fantastic.
What about that door? Another secret from Imperial times?
A major gate. Captain Ironshell was right.
This dusty old room?
Yes, look at it. It's perfectly intact.
It is locked, though.
How do we unlock it?
You need to use its name. It would normally be engraved nearby, but this was a private, secret gate.
So we can't use it?
I know its name. This was my family's.
So?
Once you get me to my master, I'll give you the name.
I guess that's fair.
And then we teleport to Caer Kiflin?
That's fantastic.
I'm not sure the Seynard will want to wait.
Then I'll give him the name, but you still need to stay with me.
She's tough, but at least she doesn't sound crazy anymore.
Watch your words, you... Never mind.
Lady Caer, dear friends, words are not enough to convey my thanks. Your swift action has saved my life, and our Vale. We shall be more wary of the Council's warnings.
The Council warned you?
Indeed. I thought they exaggerated, alas. If anything, they weren't loud enough.
Sorax are real. You saw them with your own eyes.
Their presence was a clear message. Be wary. Be careful.
True. We won't let our guard down.
How does this change your position? Do you plan to join the Council, or simply help us in our endeavors?
We shall join. The discovery of the hidden gate will allow us to communicate swiftly. But enough about matters of state.
The Synod has the right of it. The only benefit of power is the ability to reward friends.
And true friends of Corporan you have proven to be.
Thanks for your kind words. We feel quite rewarded.
You are hereby granted permanent citizenship of Corporan with all associated rights, as well as free use of our rediscovered gate.
The keys to the town, maybe?
And these gems from our mines are well suited to holding enchantments. Go forth on your journey with our blessings.
Many thanks for your generous gifts. May Einar watch over Corporan.
Damn Sorax right under our noses, eh? It's worse than I thought. I met with this fake Baron more than once recently. Didn't see a difference.
Nice to meet you too.
Call me Bitterroot.
So, that's not your real name?
It's the only name I need. Tell me something. You're bound to the Legacy Council, ain't that right?
I knew these badgers would help eventually.
Yes, we are. Interested in joining?
Ever heard of Arwen Merton? He's probably marinating in some tavern in Caer Lem.
We met him.
If you'd be so kind, I have something I'd like you to take back to him. A message. And a gift.
Why not go yourself?
I'm not going to him. He needs to come to me.
A personal matter?
I'd rather not go into detail.
So what's the gift?
A long sword.
Not too heavy. We could do that.
But what's the reward?
Ah, real heroes. I can give you the location of a treasure.
Of course, everyone keeps a treasure map in their pocket, just in case.
It's a Manacallan building in the Badlands. The Arcaneum wanted me to loot it.
Headland Shore Spell would pay a fortune for what's inside.
But it's full of monsters. Too many for me.
We could team up.
I've lost a taste for adventuring. Do we have a deal?
Fine. What's the message?
You tell him he owes me a child. And I'm waiting. Here in Corporan.
All right. We'll tell him that.
Thank you. Here's the blade. Oh, and the map.
Farewell, Bitterroot.
This is the place.
And it's had recent visitors. Look, here in the mud, a boot print. And the rain has only just stopped. Let's be careful. Difficult to read anything here. Lady Caer, do you know how to enter the tower?
Yes.
Did you see that? A defiler. It vanished.
Principles of...
Everybody freeze.
Are you kidding me?
Master, here I am, at last.
Caer, come to me.
We're gonna die here.
What's going on here?
I have tried for years to open that door, and here you are, an answer to my prayers. It would almost lead me to believe in the benevolence of the gods. Albeit my very existence proves otherwise.
Die!
You have my thanks, whoever you are. You're welcome, I guess. But your thanks for what exactly?
For reuniting me with Caer, for dealing with this foulness when I was incapacitated. This evil was new to me, not something Manacalon ever knew.
Reunited with her?
Yes, Caer was, or even is, a part of me.
Did you kill her?
Careful now. No. It is also me speaking, my friend, and your care is much appreciated.
Caer was your clone? I don't understand what happened here.
Caer was a last-ditch contingency, one I didn't truly think I would ever need. A vessel for my knowledge and memories.
But how did she awaken 1,000 years after the cataclysm?
The revival process was tied to an ambient level of mana.
Very high-level magic, then.
One of the secrets of the Arcaneum, yes.
You never met such a creature before?
No. Manacalon, for all its faults, revered life. This was a negation of life, an abomination.
Manacalon? Are you one of the...
Adrastea, the prudent shield, master of abjuration, in your debt and at your service.
You were at the Battle of the Rift?
Yes. And there I must apologize for Caer's misconceptions.
Misconceptions?
Yes. She was created with an elven personality and carried certain prejudices.
Oh, that.
The Empire wasn't kind to other races.
The humans surprised you, it seems.
Yes. Such bravery, such defiance. They all came together to save Solasta. The Golden Cavalry charging and breaking the lines of the Sor Akath. The Iron Legions and the shield wall of the dwarves. Holding the enemy at bay, flank to flank. Our shock arcanists and the human paladins together, giving their lives to give us a chance to close the rift. And as another wave came through, one last throw of the dice. One last surprise for the Sor Akath.
What was it?
Casenax had us walking Solasta in elven form for so long. But at this moment, we resumed our true forms to secure the rift for a few crucial moments, buying time with our lives in a furnace of magic and steel, so Casenax could finish his ritual.
With the gems.
Take it, old friend, once again.
Old friend?
I feel your spirit in the crown, Casenax.
The Magister is still in the crown?
Enough talk of the past. Please accept these few tokens of my gratitude. I must rest now. I foresee one last flight when the need is greatest, and for that, I will need all my strength. Use my gate freely. I believe you know how. We shall meet again before the end. But before you take your leave, if you would be so kind,
This creature you forced to flee still plagues my grounds with his minions. Would you deal with them and free their prisoners as a courtesy?
We owe you that much. Thank you, Master Adrestea.
Honourable members of the Council, please be seated. The Legacy Council is now in session. Lord Keenmind has the floor.
Honourable members of the Council, we at the Arcaneum have gathered crucial information about this crown. This is indeed the crown of the Magister, belonging to Casenax, eternal soul of the 8 traditions, 9th and last Magister of the Manakellan Arcaneum. At the time, there were 8 Masters of Magic, one for each of the old schools. In time of need, each Master lent their gem to the Magister, the head of the Arcaneum. Placed in the crown, they granted additional powers that enabled the Magister to cast spells or perform rituals of incredible power, such as the closing of the rift from Tirmar. Indeed, now, there is some debate about whether the crown, with all its gems, could possibly open another rift, or even reopen the previous one.
Nonsense! The rift has been closed for a millennium.
Solasta paid a high enough price for that.
Have you been to the Badlands recently?
Order! Marshal Sunblaze has the floor.
For our part, now that the existence of Sora Akath on Solasta has been confirmed, we have gathered proof that they are operating everywhere in the Eastern Kingdoms, including here, in the Principality of Masgarth.
Impossible!
The Sorax are looking for the crown and its gems. That cannot be a coincidence.
A powerful artifact, certainly. But reopening the rift? It took all the gods of Tirmar to open it.
No one knows for sure what the crown can do.
It's just a theory. As you know, it protects itself from our divination spells. That is one of its mysterious powers.
Then why would the Sorax think they know better?
Because they're Sorax. Their foul god Sortar knows. He is guiding them. We tried to leave him, and them, behind on Tirmar. It seems we failed.
Their people, their culture, they must have been obsessing about this for 1,000 years. While we spent that time fighting each other, they had to stick together and hide to survive.
Fables and conjectures!
Perhaps.
But can we take the risk?
The crown must be secured.
The crown belongs to those who found it. Those are the rules. The quest for the gems should be completed. Only this way can we learn more about the crown and its powers.
These deputies, well, they're not strong enough. No offense.
Tell that to the crown. And they've done well enough so far, wouldn't you say?
This is nonsense.
Maybe the deputies would like to speak. After all, they are members of the council now, aren't they?
We got this, really. It's under control.
Confidence. I like that. Preposterous!
5 more gems to find. Do you even have a lead?
Yes, the best lead possible. The crown itself tells us where to go.
The Sorax will come after you. You know that. But you have our complete support in this struggle.
Our thanks, Marshal.
If that is all, may we conclude?
I'd like to say a word, if that is appropriate.
Of course, Your Highness. We're listening.
I think our brave deputies shouldn't be, sleeping in a city inn. We have a very comfortable residence near the palace. They would be safer there, don't you think? That would be our part in supporting the quest.
Your Highness, I must remind you that your decisions as head of state are not subject to council approval.
Oh, right.
Might I suggest that you reiterate your offer outside these walls?
Of course. I beg the Council's pardon.
Not at all, Your Highness.
Then I think that is all?
Thank you. The Legacy Council is now in recess.
A word, please, deputies.
Sure.
Her Royal Highness asked me to reiterate her offer to accommodate you at the palace residence.
What's that?
A house for plenipotentiaries, emissaries, and other guests of the court.
Ooh, sounds nice.
You don't say.
Where is this residence?
In the palace. Ask for Ravensworth, a royal butler. He'll show you. Stay in the light, senior deputies.
You too, Captain. Hello, Arwen.
Arwen? We're friends now? I'll keep calling you kid, I think.
Whatever. We've been to Copran. Ring a bell?
You bet.
Apparently you are indebted to someone there. An elf ranger. She calls herself Bitterroot.
Oh, really?
Something to do with her mood, maybe?
She said you owe her a child?
She's crazy.
We just said we'd bring the message. She's still waiting.
Yeah, thanks for the message.
Want to tell us what this is about?
No, I don't.
You didn't take her child away from her?
You're out of line. I'd step back if I were you.
All right, it's none of our business. She gave us this for you.
What? I don't believe it. She went back for it.
Feel more like talking now?
Get out!
This is the worst place we've been so far.
And it stinks like an orc's backside.
We're deep in the Badlands, sure. But there is a gem around here.
You never know. Remember the Gem of Abjuration? The Crown signal was just a decoy to find Caer Lem.
Look! Is that an orc totem?
An orc woman?
What's the risk here? She's alone and wounded.
She's a shaman. She could cast a spell on us.
Maybe she knows something about the gem.
To be honest, I'd like to know what happened here. Who killed all those orcs?
You healed me. Why not kill me?
Nyak, Ami, Anda.
A Nyak who speaks Orc? Gabriel, I'd like to know your story. But this is not time for that. My people, all dead. Arok did that. Arok is a Red Scar tribe shaman. Powerful. But so powerful, I not know.
Other orcs did this?
Many tribes in the Cradle of Fire always fighting. Arok always ambitious. But now Arok has power of fire.
The Cradle of Fire?
Orc name for volcano. Down there, the fire was born.
New power? You said Arok was more powerful than you thought?
Arok came to Suncloud, told a chieftain Brok to bend the knee. Brok said no. Arok burned. Everyone took Brok prisoner. Huge balls of fire from his hands, many, many flames. Never seen orc shaman so powerful. Arok said he found power in Cradle of Fire, Heart of Mountain.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Arok found the gem of evocation.
Many fireballs? Our gems don't do that.
In any case, we need to find this Brock. Help us to find a rock.
Agreed. We go into volcano. Maybe find Brock alive.
Your friend?
Arbal. Strong warrior. Arbal make peace with Arok. Guard entrance now.
So we need to fight?
Or talk?
Or sneak around.
Kebra. Good. You're not dead. Who your Nyak friends? Before Arak, Arbal would kill Nyarks.
Nyakami anda, Karko Arbal.
Nyark speaks. Kebra teach them?
Is there any way we can get in?
To kill orcs inside? Think not.
We want to help Kebra.
Suncloud dead. Brock hanging in market.
What tribe are you from, Arbal?
Arbal is blood spear.
How many tribes are there in the volcano?
4. Suncloud is dead. Other tribes. Red Scar, tribe of Arak. Also Sandraven, Bloodfang, and Blood Spear.
Such poetic names, I'm quite moved.
You're strong? Why don't you stand against Arok?
Him too powerful. Maybe with all tribes together. Not possible.
Brock alive? After fighting Arok?
Brock not want to die. Plenty tough. Arak put him on display in market.
So, if we could free him, Suncloud would not be dead anymore.
2 orc tribe? Ha! Plenty strong, that tribe. Ha ha!
So, can we go free Brock?
Lots of Red Scar orcs in there. Arbal like to see that fight. Let the Nyarks go.
Look at that.
This was market. All could come.
More like a military outpost.
Red Scar take to control entrance to volcano.
Is that your chieftain? That Brock there?
That Brock, Suncloud chief. Arok show him off as prisoner.
This Arok thinks he's smart. Too bad for him. He should have killed Brock when he had the chance.
Let's go.
Kebra, you alive?
Alive. These Nyarks help me, Brock.
Why? Nyarks hate orcs.
They want Arok, his power.
Orcs and Nyarks not friends.
But Arok, he bring doom to Cradle of Fire all tribes.
What can you tell us about Arok?
Arok shaman of Red Scar, never big orc. Arok search in Sunken City, find new power. Power of fire, unstoppable.
Tell us how Arok destroyed your tribe.
Arok used power of fire. More fire, stronger fire. No orc shaman can do such fire. All tribes kneel.
We'd like to meet this Arok. Can you help?
Help kill Arok, yes. Arok behind Red Scar Gate in Sunken City. Arok and Red Scar hard to fight. Need all tribes together.
What is this sunken city you spoke of?
Elf Town. Old empire sunk into earth, melted with volcano.
A Manicalan city down inside a volcano?
It's the Badlands. The fun just keeps on coming. Can't we just, pardon my Elvish, just find this Arok and beat the snot out of him?
No, too many orcs, too much power.
What do you mean, need all tribes?
Arak and Red Scar strong. You Nyarks, not enough strong. But with 4 tribes together, maybe win.
We'll never convince 4 tribes of orcs to help us.
No, but orcs always want leader. Maybe Brock leader instead of Arok. If you help, tribes follow Brock.
Help you become the new big man in the volcano. You're smart.
We go. Tell other tribe leaders. Brock say all tribes fight Arok together.
Making friends with hordes of orcs. What could possibly go wrong?
If we must, we will.
So, it's deeper into the caves?
Heart of the mountain. Sounds charming. I'm in.
I like caves.
What's the flag?
Bloodspear, warriors.
Aren't all orcs warriors?
Bloodspear Chief Edroth, a champion.
So, what's the plan?
Edroth respect only strength. He supported Arok the Powerful. You defeat him in arena. I turn Bloodspear against Arok.
You mean take control of his tribe?
Who else? Even without Edroth, Bloodspear never followed Nyarks.
Nyarks. That's us, just so you know. Probably means piece of...
It means non-orcs, that's all.
You speak Orcish?
Enough to know non-orc from piece of...
Really? Oh, please. What's the word? I must know.
Stop it. Just stop.
Brock alive? Why, Nyarks?
Nyarks serve Brock.
What was that?
SoundCloud have no orcs, just Nyark slaves? Shame.
My Nyarks can beat Edroth in arena.
Ah! I kill all your Nyarks!
Arena challenge. Edroth can't say no.
Who is Nyark champion?
I'll fight you, Edroth.
And I kill you, Nyark slave.
Well deserved.
Bloodspear, your witness. Suncloud, not dead. Suncloud, Nyark slaves defeat Edroth.
Slaves? Really? Do we have to go along with that?
It's that or fight them all.
Let's do that then.
Brock, Chief of Bloodspear now. Or anyone challenge the Nyark for tribe staff? Good.
What now?
I stay. Kebra, show you way.
Fine. Let's go.
Look at that! Another library!
It looks very like the tower where we found the crown.
But it's makeshift, not Manicalan.
Home of Sandraven and Shaman Urka.
Why is the place made of Manicalan remnants?
Urka, very wise shaman. Reads books.
Orcs can read?
Huh. Amazing.
What should we know about Sandraven?
Urka loves old elf stuff. Ask you to bring back some, for sure. But his tribe can fight. Useful for facing Arok.
Let's do this. I think they've seen us anyway.
Kira? I thought you were dead. Who are your Nyark friends?
They help me and Brock. We gather all tribes against Arok.
Oh, Arok.
Okay.
Yes.
We need your tribe to support Brock's challenge against Aerok.
First, bring me the key to the sunken city.
What's that?
Down in Cradle of Fire is a Manicalan city called Centaurillion. It melted into the mountain since the Great Collapse. But Arok, he found it first. Found his stone of power there. Now, no one can enter unless you go through the necropolis. Find the Emperor's key. Bring it back to me, and my tribe will support SunCloud.
What is this key?
It is said that the Emperor was buried with a magical key that opens the city. So find his tomb and bring me the key.
Why do you want that key if Arok is already inside the city?
Arok only found a part of the city. The key will open many more rooms to me.
If Arok the Powerful didn't go there, it must be awfully dangerous.
Not more than facing Arok without help.
All right. We'll bring you the key.
This place is different.
Half Manicalan, half Orc. All crazy.
Another tribe we need to make friends with?
Converting them seems unlikely, so...
Bladefang is tribe of faithful. They worship relics of times before.
Meaning before the cataclysm?
I don't think the Manicalans would be friendly with Orcs. They weren't even friendly with their own mothers.
Bladefang shaman built cult with relics. Treats old stones like holy.
Just like the antiquarians. We should introduce them to Halman's summer.
So, what's the trick this time?
The crown. It will impress.
What do you know about our crown?
Ancient power. Feel it. Very strong.
You can feel its power.
Orc shamans can detect magic like you.
Of course.
I know Bladefang shaman wants something found.
Fine. Let's go.
Stop, Kemra!
Coming in peace with Nyark of Ancients.
Brock! You alive, but your tribe dead. Not dead yet. Powerful allies now. Not enough to stop Arok.
With Bladefang, Brock may be strong enough.
He's good, this shaman. Guy burns down a whole tribe, and he sees the signs.
Shut up.
Arok has stone of power.
Nyarks have stones of power, more than Arok.
Bladefang not follow Brock. Yet, Nyarks prove power first. Bring back the holy axe of the ancients.
Can't ask that. Holy axe is in the lair of Ren.
If Nyarks have power to defeat Arok, then Nyarks can kill Ren.
Ren means Old Queen. Everything's about old stuff around here, isn't it?
Also, beware of Gax.
The what? That means skinless?
Skinless? Wait, Sorax? They're here too?
No surprise there. They're after the gems too, remember?
Can they impersonate orcs?
Why not?
Anyway, I don't think we have much choice. We'll get your holy axe.
Praise be.
He sounds like Beric Sunblaze.
Don't.
It was a compliment.
So, who's this old queen?
Monster. Strong. Hates light.
What kind of monster?
Do not know. Plenty go after Holy Axe. No one comes back to tell.
Encouraging.
How about this so-called Holy Axe? What is it?
Holy Axe was of ancestor of orcs, legend says. Brought from the endless range.
Orcs have ancestors?
Orcs born out from great collapse. From its magic, ancestors were great warriors from the endless range.
What's the endless range?
A name for the plains of Tiamat.
Orcs were Timarian?
No.
We don't have time for historical debates. We know enough.
Let's find this old queen then. Webs!
Oh no. That's what the old queen is? Another spider?
We could deal with a spider.
Even two?
But a very, very big, deep spider.
Come on, how big can it be?
We should bring its head back to the council. Facek will love it.
We need light. It's an extra super big deep spider.
This is insane. Let's go back.
I'd rather kill all the orcs in that damn volcano than walk down this spider pit in the pitch dark.
There has to be a way.
You lose.
I promise I'll never scoff again at anything is possible in the Badlands.
At least we got it. Hopefully that means another orc tribe behind us.
You really want to give up this axe? Look at it. It's a masterpiece.
Tirmarian smiths were just as good as the elves of Manacalon.
This axe is fantastic.
I say we keep it.
The gem's more important. And to get that, we need to give the axe to Bladefang.
Brock is back with Nyox. Have the...
Here it is, your holy axe.
I knew it was real. It is magnificent.
Nice vocabulary.
You made Bladefang more powerful than ever. We follow you against Arok.
I think that's the necropolis.
Orcs don't go there? I really can't see why.
Let's go find this key. So far, this looks more like a museum than a crypt.
Manacalon custom. The tombs of the powerful have a hall of honor before the burial chamber.
It's a map of the Manacalon Empire. It must be 1,000 years old, maybe more.
So they really did rule the world.
This is invaluable. I should compare it to our own map.
Here, this is Hickory Corner Wood. I've been there and there's nothing but an old statue. The map shows an outpost.
Maybe it's buried, like this city.
Let's put that on our map. Maybe someday we can go check it out.
Who dares disturb the eternal rest of the Emperor Leifar?
Your city is infested by orcs. We're here to clean it up.
What are orcs?
Smart move.
Evil monsters. They're desecrating your city.
Monsters, you say?
We call them orcs. They're like dwarves, but worse.
Really? Then you are on a sacred mission. Monsters must not defile a city of emperors. Leave this holy tomb and do what you must. There is a minor gate by the tapestry of the Aer Elai. Use it to reach the inner city.
Thank you, Your Imperial Majesty. Did you see that?
The ghost? Yes, we did.
The key. It's in the coffin.
Oh, no.
So what do we do?
Wake him up and ask nicely?
Get ready for a fight.
Why don't we just go into the city and kill Arok?
Which is worse, fighting Arok by ourselves or this dead emperor?
You again?
Sorry, Your Imperialness. We just need that pretty key of yours.
Liars! Traitors!
You didn't get me.
Urka?
I must say, I am impressed.
You followed us?
So you don't have to bring the key back to me.
You really want that key, don't you?
Actually, I wanted the ghost to weaken you. Make it easier to take that crown from you.
Urka? How? I know him since child.
The Sorax, the Gax, they got him, I guess.
But all these orcs too.
The Sorax took over a whole world back on Tiamat.
The crown? It could stop them?
We think so. Hope so.
You need Arok stone. For real.
Nyark friends, you convinced the tribes?
Bad news. Urka was corrupted by the Gax.
Urka? Big mind like him?
I saw him. Like crazy. The Gax can do this.
Maybe Arok is Gek too?
Doesn't matter now. We need to take the fight to him.
But Sandraven?
You choose a chief for them, and they follow you.
Meet us near Red Scar Gate.
Brock, where are the guards?
Surrendered. What? So afraid of Arok, they joined us already.
No big speech then?
No, but door still closed.
Do you see that?
The door?
No, there is a power. I think, though, with the crown, we might be able to enter.
It's a trap. Arok wants us in there alone.
Do we have a choice?
Ah, Gebra of Suncloud. You walk with Nyarks. Shame on you.
Uh-oh.
You're finished, Arok. Give us the stone.
Funny, Nyark. No. You give me yours.
You're alone. Looks like you killed your tribe all by yourself.
Useless worms. Arok needs no orcs. Arok is fire. Arok is volcano.
Good kill.
Is that gem more powerful than the others?
Orc shamans wield a very peculiar type of magic. The gem must have been some sort of catalyst.
have it now. Let's move before this place blows up. That was close.
What do you think happened to our orc friends?
You mean yours? They're no friends of mine.
Burned dead. Who cares?
They seem more civilized than I expected.
Next time we run into some, you can tell them that.
All right, let's get out of here. It's not safe.
Must be in this forest. One last
This is
effort,
it,
and it
I
will
think.
be ours.
It's just behind this wall of vegetation.
You think? That's comforting. And how do we get through?
Just hack and slash, rinse and repeat until we're through.
I've heard that before. Couple of 100 times since we started.
Oh, come on. Less bitching and more hacking.
I so love manual labor.
It's Mariah Kay's will.
I think my arm's about to drop off from all this hacking.
Chop, don't talk.
Come on, guys. It's just another hedge.
Last bloody hedge I intend to cut through in my lifetime.
Messiah's laughing.
Freeze! Sorax!
Time to show them who we are.
They haven't seen us yet. No need to rush.
It comes to the same thing in the end.
Look, they've gone into that shed. It's pretty small for so many Sorax. Tunnel entrance?
No reason to wait. They're gone.
What if they come out?
We'll kill them.
The gem. We found it.
Where are the Sorax?
What just happened?
A gem, right? Just like that.
Did you hear that?
The sound of killing.
The Sorax.
That was fast.
You afraid?
Of course not.
Now, my friend, it's time for a little chat.
I'll give you nothing. Sortar will protect me from your torture.
He isn't here, Two-Face, but I am.
This place will be your death, too. It is cursed. Its magic is twisted.
This place is cursed?
Don't you have eyes? Didn't you see the fate of my brethren?
Won't lose sleep over it. What is cursed?
This very place! Everything seemed peaceful, and then magic came out of nowhere, targeting us.
And how is that a curse?
Because I know we will all die here. It said so.
Who said what?
The voice! It said we would all die. After each death, it said it again.
Disturbing claims.
Sure. All these dead Sorax, and no trace of what killed them.
They could have taken their dead just like the Sorax do. And what do we do with our friend here?
He's a Sorak pawn. There's only one thing to do.
And yet we have laws.
He's too dangerous.
Who are we to call ourselves judges and executioners?
Servants of the gods.
Protectors of Solasta.
Blessed be his name.
Those statues look weird.
Perhaps, but those chests look mighty real to me.
But are we entitled to it?
What do you mean?
So far, we haven't met a living soul in this labyrinth.
And your point?
That we would be stealing from the owner.
Nah, spoils of war.
But we want his help, remember? Stealing makes a bad impression, usually.
Can we just take a peek first? We don't have to take anything. Just a look, right?
So the thieves come to meet their doom.
There are no thieves here.
Do you deny helping yourselves to the riches outside this room?
We were looking for clues and then we were attacked by some constructs that really wanted to kill us.
Ha! The constructs wouldn't have attacked if you had just looked.
Had to make sure they weren't fake.
We didn't even have a chance to put them back.
You stole! Otherwise, there would have been no fight. And there is only one punishment for theft. Death.
Another victory! This is destiny!
Ah, that is my kind of fight.
Well, I can relate to that, but I also wonder...
Wonder about what?
Why all of this? Why the traps? Why the fights?
Not to forget the how.
This gem fragment resonates with the crown, but...
Apparently the gem was split. To protect it, maybe?
That would explain the traps and monsters.
It's one way to make sure this gem is safe.
But what does it mean?
That another master survived the cataclysm.
Someone who doesn't like visitors.
Oh!
What was that? Where are we?
You had to touch it. Find us a way back.
Friends, we'll have to think this through. We're a team.
And watch where you put your hands in the future.
Well, don't you loot everything you find?
I'm not a scavenger, mind you.
Stop it. Interesting light, that. Very bright.
Wonder what it's about.
Fascinating. A new wonder to behold.
Only one way to find out. Come on.
Not so fast. It might be another of them traps. Which make me really nervous.
Today is Messiah's birthday.
Marike's will be done.
Ah! Next time.
Where are we landing this time?
Welcome. Please come with me.
Clear skies to you. Where are you taking us?
To the Master, of course.
And who would that be?
That is not for me to say. All will be made plain in good time. I am at your disposal. Please enjoy our hospitality, but please don't abuse it.
Someone abused your hospitality in the past?
Yes. Believe it or not, some creatures can be insufferably rude.
Alas, the world is full of bad manners.
Quite so. Not, of course, that I thought for a second that you would be capable of such discourtesy.
Of course not. And yet, customs being different everywhere, might I ask what would be considered rude here?
Well, my expectations don't exceed those of the Imperial Court.
So, don't piss in the potted plants then?
Preferably not. Not that it would be the first time.
Really?
I've seen worse, I'm sorry to say. We have not seen guests of your quality for some time.
Some time? How long, exactly?
Well, It must be... Forgive me. The date eludes me for the moment.
Do you remember some prominent guest?
You were there, Master Casenax.
Me?
I remember it distinctly, though your form was somewhat different. But now please follow me. One mustn't keep the Master waiting.
Is it me, or is this place truly spotless?
Must be the spectral servants.
Everything is shiny.
First time I've seen you fascinated by cleaning.
Even the most mundane tasks can be the expression of true nobility, when done to the fullest.
I shall remind you at next camp, when the dishes come up.
Indeed, those servants would come in handy.
For your highness's household?
All right, stop your silliness. There is Imperial magic active around here. The gem is close. I feel it. And I can't help feeling I'm watched.
Let's tread carefully there.
Famous last words.
Well met, strangers.
Clear skies to you, Master?
Clear skies. An ironic greeting, considering my plight.
Your plight?
That I haven't taken to the skies in a long time. It must have been 1,000 years. I am... how weird. I can't recall my name. Call me Master.
Master of Conjuration?
Yes, yes, yes! The Master of Conjuration! Exactly.
Greetings, old friend.
Why do you call him that?
The Crown told me to.
Ah, the Crown. Thank you for coming to my rescue. My mind was shattered since the cataclysm. The vanishing of mana left me broken.
Mana was gone?
Of course, after the closing of the rift. That's why I and my siblings were killed or crippled. Casenax and us, the Masters, along with these deities, we poured everything we had to close and seal that rift.
So the cataclysm is your fault?
It was the price to pay to stop the threat. The Sorakath were, and still are, a menace to Solasta.
And so you took a gamble?
We were born to rule, not to grovel. And we had sworn to protect our people.
You mean your slaves?
Fool! Imperial rule brought order where there was only chaos!
But your empire was destroyed. Who knows how many elves were killed?
Ah, because you believe that Manicalan was an elven empire. Enough about the past. Now I get that you want my gem. But even with his crown, you're not my Magister. So if you want it, you'll have to pry it from my dead claws.
Not too bad.
Are you all right?
A gem, right? What?
Doesn't make any sense.
Mission accomplished.
Three gems missing?
Perhaps they've been destroyed. We tested the first one. It can't be done.
They must be magically concealed.
So the crown must remain incomplete?
Maybe the Sorax have the missing gems. After all, they attacked you more than once. They're clearly still after the crown.
If you can't find the gems, why keep the crown out there? It'll just keep attracting the Sorax. The attunement, remember? I'm sorry, senior deputies. But despite the attunement, I believe the crown should be secured. And secured by more than 4 adventurers who spend their nights camped in the Badlands.
We can't do that to them. They have served the council faithfully.
Don't be naive. We are facing a major threat. You understand the meaning of sacrifice, and so should they.
We've searched the Badlands for these gems, at our own risk.
We trusted you to keep your word and leave us the crown.
If I may, I think we need more time to consider the situation. More time? How much time? Maybe just give it a night.
I could use the day to consult with my people.
So could I.
Fine then. Anyone against?
Thank you, Lord Danantar. The Legacy Council is now adjourned.
I have a bad feeling about this.
I knew it. They'll take the crown and never mind what that does to me.
This is wrong.
We could run.
What's the point? We know what's at stake.
They're right about one thing. The Sorax will keep coming after us, after the crown.
We could retrace our steps, go back to where we found the gems. Perhaps there's a trail we overlooked.
There's nothing anymore. I can't feel another gem anywhere.
Excuse me, senior deputies.
Clear skies, Headland.
I would advise you to avoid the palace residence tonight.
What? Why?
I'm not at liberty to say. Just trust me. You have your lodgings at the Gravekeep's Cask. You should spend the night there.
What kind of advice is that?
Are you really working for the Arcaneum?
Why else would I be here?
This elf is...
What do you think?
It sounds like a warning.
Or a threat.
Can we trust him?
Trust the new empire?
I have no idea what to do, but I'd like to sleep in a bed tonight.
I miss Carol's beer.
And Merton's sweet talk.
I prefer the residence. I like Captain Ironshell kissing me goodnight.
Maybe in your dreams.
Senior deputies.
Captain, what's the news?
You didn't hear? Your quarters at the residence were ransacked.
What? When?
During the night. It's lucky you weren't there.
We could have handled a burglar or two.
They were more than simple burglars to infiltrate the palace undetected.
Who then?
I can't say for sure, but some are saying Sor Akath.
We were supposed to be safe there, remember?
I'm well aware. We have put further magical security measures in place.
Good to know.
You are most welcome. Good day to you, senior deputies.
So, he told the truth, that Headland.
He knew? But how?
He's a spy, or something similar.
Well, he looks normal to me.
That's what spies do.
So, now what?
Back to the council, I suppose, and see what they decided.
Or we could pay Surespell a visit.
Ah, here you are.
Are you surprised?
No, not at all. Since you followed my advice.
How do you know that?
You're here, alive and unwounded. I heard there was some disturbance at the residence.
Is that so?
But clearly you're here for business, not small talk.
Honourable delegates, please be seated. The Legacy Council is now in session. Chancellor Gormsdotter has the floor.
Thank you, Protector. Honorable Council members, we at the Guild of Antiquarians have come to an agreement regarding the quest for the gems of the crown of the Magister. We believe that the crown should be secured and therefore surrendered by its current owners in exchange for a generous payment raised by all parties in the council.
You can't!
You will wait for your turn to speak, Senior Deputy.
We searched the Badlands for these gems, and now you're just taking the crown away from us?
Order!
We are well aware of your reservations, and we understand them. Yet, from what I heard, all parties have agreed that you should comply, for the security of all.
Security? You talk of security? What security? Just last night, Sorax attacked our quarters in the residence.
What? Sorax? Here in Caer Kiflin?
In the palace?
Order!
Immediate action is needed.
Well, find the damned Sorax then.
Please, my lords.
You! Where are your paladins?
Where are your wizards and their divination spells?
Stop it! None of this is helping. Lord Sunblaze, you're supposed to be neutral here. Someone must introduce a formal request.
Right. Apologies. You're right. Let's vote. Only senior members, please. Those for securing the crown, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Nay.
Nay.
Well, we have a majority.
We'll help you with the attunement issue.
Whoa, wait! Who's gonna take the crown, and where? Well, the most secure location would be the Temple of Aena, of course. The Hearth. Of course! Right here in Caer Kiflin. Neutral ground, of course, but still, the Principality of Masgarth is the center of Solasta.
Do you have a better idea, Dean Fasek?
We have secure locations too. How many high-ranking paladins in your tower, Fasek? More than actual wizards in your school.
Order! Remember the dignity of your positions, my lords. Senior deputies, if you please. The council has spoken.
You keep bickering instead of looking for the traitor among you.
This is a grave accusation, Senior Deputy. Thank you, honored delegates. The council is now in recess.
How could they?
It can't end like this.
I can hear it calling.
Senior deputies, please, a word.
Summer, what do you want? Your Chancellor led the charge against us in there.
I'm truly sorry, but I have some information that might interest you.
I doubt it.
It's about the secret cult of Arivad.
What?
I admit, this is second-hand intelligence, but still...
Speak up.
One of my people saw a man with a tattoo.
The letter A?
Yes. He followed the man all day, and to a gathering that night. In a remote village to the south.
What village?
It's called Earcorn. Very small, but you'll find it easily on any local map.
Thank you, Halman.
You're welcome. Someone must take care of these cultists. And the council, well, you know.
Yes, we do.
I'm so sorry.
Why? You didn't betray us.
I understand how they see things, but...
Something's wrong with the council.
The council's still young. Everyone is angling for influence. But squabbling academics are better than clashing armies.
Only Ergotine supported us? I mean, beside you.
Why would the new Empire be the only friend we have in there?
Ergotine's a moderate, it's true. But the new Empire is subtle. Plans within plans. It's hard to say whether he was following orders or voting his conscience. I wouldn't read too much into his vote, at least for now. It didn't change anything, anyway. But what about you? How are you coping without the crown?
Better than I expected.
Same for me, actually. It almost feels like we still have the crown.
Exactly. We lost its magical power, but the voice is still calling.
Interesting. So the attunement is unaffected by physical separation.
Keep the crown safe, Marshal, will you please?
You have my word.
Hey, you!
Not drowning in your beer today, Arwen?
No, wait. They took the crown from you?
How do you know that?
How? You really think I'm just a drunk? The whole principality knows you have that crown. I mean, had.
Yeah, indeed.
Something's not right.
You think we need you to tell us?
I mean something's up. Something big.
What, exactly?
They're here.
Who? The Sorax?
Not them. They're pawns.
You're drunk.
What is wrong with you? Haven't you seen enough? Didn't you see what they can do to people? At first I thought you were just another bunch of brainless council lackeys. But you've seen their ways. In Coperin and plenty other places, I'm sure. The way they get into people's heads. I've watched the people of Caer Kiflin for 10 years. I've felt a change. Slow, subtle. Until now, it's getting stronger, and I can't let them win.
So what? You're ready to become a hero again?
I can still fight.
Are you offering to join us?
You brought back my sword. That blade and we've slayed countless abominations down there in the Badlands. You helped me get closure for my lost child. Yes, I'd like to join you.
Fine, come with us.
Haha, now you're talking.
This is it? Earcorn?
Look, a farm. And another. High adventure. I love it.
This doesn't exactly feel like the headquarters for a massive invasion.
But it could be hiding a small group of infiltrators. Let's look around for anything suspicious.
What? No tavern? That's suspicious for a start.
That was my line.
You'd better be quiet if you don't want us to be spotted.
I have something.
Footprints? Really? It's a village. People live here.
Your villagers have claws.
Sorax?
This is it. Be ready for anything.
That did not feel like we surprised them.
Because we didn't. This was a trap.
Yep. Carefully set up to kill us. Well, you, I guess.
Halman Summer?
He said the intelligence wasn't certain.
The antiquarian? He told you about this place?
He's a traitor!
A Sorak in disguise?
Or just one of their agents?
Anyone checked him for a tattoo?
There's only one way to know for sure.
Let's go back to Caer Kiflin.
What's going on?
Is that the army? In the city?
Let's find Summer.
I'd prefer to find Carran first.
I have to check on someone. I'll catch you later.
Check on who? I thought he had no friends left.
His brewer, maybe? Hello, Carol. Have you seen Lord Carran?
Not since the conscription.
Conscription? Is that what's happening?
I know, it's been in the air, but now... Rumor has it that Gallivan's armies are massing at the eastern border.
Gallivan? Why?
Ask your friends on the council. They were supposed to keep the peace.
Daliad, what's going on?
Well, I'd rather not say.
Always secretive.
Do we still need to play this game?
Oh, hello.
Headland Shorespell, what a surprise.
Are you two related?
He's my superior. 2 ranks above. Right.
So, you two are spies.
Such a crude word. We prefer the old name, Silent Whisper.
The intelligence service of the Manakalan Empire. Really?
Nicer than spies.
So, what's in there?
Nothing, and no one, I'm afraid. I was looking for your acquaintance, Halman Summer.
Oh, him? We were looking for him too.
I'm afraid he's gone.
Isn't everybody leaving?
The Antiquarians and the other Snow Alliance people are pulling out. The Antiquarians are still packing up, though.
He sent us to investigate a lead.
Or rather, sent us into a trap.
I'm not surprised. We had eyes on him, but we lost him.
Is he that good?
Or he had help. Magical.
Sorax?
Who knows?
What triggered all this?
You should really get to the council. They'll tell you everything.
Lady Stonebeard, what's happening?
You still here? I suppose we owed this mess to you.
What mess?
War. Or the threat of war.
We didn't do anything.
Well, the Snow Alliance representatives are leaving. We don't want to be caught between Masgath and Galavan.
What about maintaining peace?
I did my part. Didn't work.
When are you leaving?
As soon as my dawdling cousin gives the order. Let's hope we can meet again. On the same side.
Good luck, my lady.
Cut the my lady stuff, will you?
In Mareki's name, you're here.
What is happening?
The whole delegation from the Tower of Knowledge. They were poisoned.
Poisoned? How many died?
All of them. 30-something. But that's not the point. After Dean Fazek accused the council of favoritism toward the Principality for keeping the crown in Caer Kiflin.
At the Temple of Einar, which is not affiliated with the Principality.
I know that, of course. Yet soon after, we all ate at the same table. But the Tower delegates died in their sleep. Of course, Galavan took it as an attack by the Principality.
But that's why the Tower's on the council and not Galavan's government, to avoid exactly that.
You think I don't know that? This is real politics, my friends. Diplomacy is dead.
So, the Legacy Council was a sham all along?
No, it was a real, honest effort to maintain peace.
And it failed.
We're not at war yet.
But Galavan's massing troops at the border.
Bad news really does travel fast. Anyway, pressure is growing for the princess to intervene.
Her? How?
Not as member of the council, as head of state. But tell me, where were you now that your quest is, well...
Chasing the Sorax and their pawns.
Unsuccessfully.
Halman Summer might have been one of them.
What? The man was... I mean, I dined at his mansion recently. He...
Where?
Where what?
A mansion? He told us he lived at the Snow Alliance embassy.
No. His family has a mansion in town. Oddly, it's right next door to the Circle of Danantar's headquarters.
We need to go there.
I might need you when you're done with this errand.
Is that it?
I don't see a sign or a coat of arms or anything.
Not bad for a secret home.
And close to official buildings. Who would suspect anything?
Let's go around. Maybe find a window and get inside.
We should obtain a warrant.
We're past that, don't you think?
Since I intend to kill him, I believe we are.
Come on. They're all preparing for war. No one's paying attention.
This place is insane.
Truly. A den of madness.
Holy Marike!
In the middle of Caer Kiflin, how could they?
Dissimulation is their creed.
This ends now. Let's kill them all.
Maybe they have the gems.
Hey, I've seen this man at the Gravekeep's cask.
They're all from town.
Corrupted by the Sorax.
For years, maybe. They were preparing.
There's a ton of paperwork here. A lot's been burned, though.
No sign of the gems.
Ah, look at this. A map of the Badlands.
What are these places?
Everywhere we've been. And some other places.
The gems. All 8 of them.
And this?
Probably the location of the rift. It's in the Aer Elai, the heart of Manacalon, where the capital was.
There's a whole book of names here.
Some are marked converted.
some resilient, and some prospects.
We must take this to the authorities.
There'll be civil war if we do. People will kill their neighbors.
War is coming, whatever we do. Carran.
This isn't a good time.
We're aware the city's full of Sorak pawns.
Surely you exaggerate.
Here, a list of all those under or soon to be under Sorak influence.
What? Where did you find this?
Halman Summers' mansion. He was one of them.
I can't believe it. All this time.
There's more. Everything suggests that the Soraks have the missing gems. They had a map showing everywhere we found gems, plus 2 other places.
Maraiki's mercy. We must convene the council, but this really isn't the best time.
The Galavan situation, I suppose?
All the city's clerics are working to resurrect the victims. I hope it's enough.
More than 30? That's a lot of diamonds. And clerics.
We didn't really have a choice. The Crown is going to pay.
What?
The envoy from Galavan was adamant. The princess took command of the situation and told him Masgarth would pay to resurrect their people.
So why the troops at the border?
Let's call it an incentive.
Everything should be fine then. The Principality resurrects the poison victims, Galavan withdraws its troops.
Let's hope so. We don't have any idea who's behind this, though your little book of secrets here might help us with that.
So, the Principality is still drafting soldiers?
To defend the city. The army left for the border as soon as we heard about the threat.
So much for confidence.
Smiles work better if you have a sword at your side.
Don't tell me you're resurrecting Fasek. How much is that? 1,000 gold pieces?
I know what you're going to say, so don't.
And someone must pray for his soul. Imagine that.
Marshal Sunblaze is taking care of the senior delegates personally.
Wait a minute. Where is this happening?
In the Temple of Einar. You've been in their dispensary. Wait. You don't... They died.
You think they'd stop at that?
30-something people inside the most secure place in the Principality?
Close to the crown of the Magister?
No. No, no, no!
What are we waiting for?
Marshal!
Greetings, friends.
Where are the delegates?
In the dispensary. What's going on?
Are you all right?
I just cast a resurrection spell. Forgive me. It is rather draining. Wait!
Feeling good, dead people?
Attack!
Take that!
By Einar. Sorak agents. In the temple.
Where's the crown?
Take this key. I can't run. Follow the light.
Let's go. There.
It's gone.
Here. A secret passage?
In the middle of the temple?
How did they miss that?
Doesn't matter now.
This is ancient, from the first centuries after the Cataclysm.
No time for a history lesson.
They went this way. The city's Imperial Gate.
They're here!
They're trying to get away with the crown.
Protect her!
We failed. They got away with it.
No!
They must not destroy the gate!
There's too many of them.
Come on, fight! Fur!
Look!
The princess?
Come on, old lady. Time to show off.
One day, Arwen Merton.
Don't look at me like that.
Your Royal Highness?
Thank you is what you're looking for.
Thank you.
They took the crown.
Is this evil god coming?
I suppose that's their plan.
Can we follow them?
There's no way to know where they're gone. There are so many gates.
Close to the rift, right? Where it all began?
No one knows exactly where the rift was.
In the Aer Elai, near the capital of Manicalan, but it's a vast area.
They must have scouted it and found a teleporter nearby.
So, we're doomed?
We're under attack!
What's going on?
Sleeper agents! Everywhere in the city!
Are they so powerful, the Sor Akath?
Your Royal Highness, we found this in Halman Summer's chambers, magically concealed. Do you have any ideas?
This is Sunset Peak, south of Aer Elai. I recognize this tower, or what's left of it. There's a gate not too far away, but who knows how the place looks like now.
We're running out of time. If there's a chance to stop them...
They don't stand a chance against you.
Alas, I cannot go into the Badlands.
What? Why?
Long story short, it would kill me faster than any dark god. There's no time to explain. You have to trust me. Only you can save Solasta now.
Us? What about all your heroes and all?
Marshal Sunblaze is weakened from casting resurrection spells, and so are most of his clerics.
Oh. They planned this as well, didn't they?
All my best fighters and spellblades are on the border, and Protector Keen is not what she used to be.
Merton, you coming?
He's staying with me. Caer Kiflin is on fire. Its streets full of Sorak pawns on a murder spree. The crown needs you. I felt it from the beginning. Caesanax's spirit calls for you to save him from the darkness.
The Magister? You knew him?
You're too curious for your own good.
So Merton's staying?
Can't say no to a princess. Especially that one.
Fine then.
I can only give you a few trinkets to help you in your endeavor. Oh, and my blessing.
My arm is yours, princess.
That's more than enough, princess. We'll do your dirty work.
You're definitely the best crowned head around.
Einar will be with us, your Royal Highness.
You should rest and prepare yourselves.
Sleep now? There's no time.
You really should start admitting that you don't know everything. Rest now. Time will wait for you, I promise. I will speak the words that will activate the gate to Sunset Peak. When you are ready, step onto the gate and fulfill your destiny.
Did she just stop time?
This is unnatural.
I won't be able to sleep now.
You know what's at stake. We'll need to be ready for anything.
Look at that. The heart of the Badlands. Almost the epicenter of the cataclysm.
There's nothing left of the old empire.
All right, people. We're not here for the view.
This wind, it's not natural. It's a mana wind. We can't use magic to get across.
So, falling would be a bad idea then?
We've been through worse. Over there! Sorax!
They don't need to hide here.
They're not paying any attention to us. What are they doing?
Dropping gigantic bones into lava?
Why?
They're not just any bones. Those are dragon bones.
How many dragons died here?
Remember what the princess said. This place is deadly to them.
There's no other way. We need to get up there.
Without being shot at, preferably.
More dragon bones?
That's really what they were doing. Cleaning up the place.
They were destroying the bones.
How do you know?
Bones are a threat to them.
I don't follow.
These are the remains of the Masters of the Arcaneum.
Dragons? All of them?
The Master of Abjuration was no exception. They were all dragons. Even the Magister. And his bones are among those.
I thought I felt something, but...
Definitely. We need to search the bones.
Here!
A tooth.
It calls to me.
Let me touch my crown.
Did you hear that?
I did.
He wants to touch the crown.
The tooth? Just one little tooth?
That's why the Sorax want to destroy the bones.
What will happen if we succeed?
Let me touch my crown.
There's only one way to find out.
This place never ends.
This is the way. I can hear the crown.
Yes, we must go on.
Are we walking into some gigantic trap?
The Sorax are doing all they can to stop us.
Come on, don't falter now. This is it. The rift.
Is it open again?
Hard to say. I see a bunch of Sorax, but not the countless horde they're expecting.
And no god.
The crown!
They're doing it! The damn ritual!
This is it, friends. This is when we make history. Or die.
Mariake, watch over us!
To the bitter end!
Let's make this bitch pay once and for all!
Let's neutralize this guy.
Crush him!
We did it!
The Magister!
He's coming back to life!
What?
The rift! It's open!
No! Hold! I thought that was it!
He said hold! We need to hold!
Against the whole army?
Look! He's closing the rift!
Protect the Magister! Nothing else matters!
You were doomed.
I was right about you. I must go now. Take care of Solasta. Take care of your world.
Was done. Never again would so many gods unite their forces to create a passage through the worlds. Zortar would remain on Tiamat until the end of times. But his children of darkness had set foot on Solasta and planted the seeds of evil. Deeper than anyone could have imagined.